But Eli has two.
Right, but if your argument for Eli is that he had the hardest road to a Super Bowl win, name someone else whose only accomplishment got them into the Hall of Fame.
I see what you're saying. One time can be luck. Twice, that don't happen.
Sure, I understand
Like
that, but I'm
that
saying
don't.
outside of his two rings, what else does he have? He's not even top 10 in any quarterback stat,
Oh no, he's
other than like
mid.
maybe
I think
interceptions.
he's I think his career percentage is like a QB slightly above 500, and that's not good at all.
Okay, look, I'll answer this. So, is Dak Prescott a Hall of Famer?
No,
Okay, him and Eli, outside the two rings, have the exact same stats.
Yeah, but that two rings change everything. It's two rings.
those two rings hold a lot of weight.
Yeah, and then not only are they just two rings, bro, and I know you about to.
It's who they beat.
They're two rings on
Oh
the
yeah, I'm
best
not
team
dissing
in NFL history, almost.
And it was an undefeated team at
Yeah,
that.
facts.
No, yeah,
One of them was an undefeated team.
I understand it, but I'm saying name me another Hall of Famer who's gotten in on no statistical accomplishment other than just rings.
Like just strictly off Beckley rings and with
Yes.
average stats, because I'm about to say we can't disrespect Dak's stats and Eli's stuff because they are still elite stats. Like if you look at it, Tony Romo is literally going to get in the Hall of Fame off stats. He's not going to have no.
No,
I
he's
promise
not.
you.
He's not getting to the Hall of Fame.
I promise y'all, Tony Romo. If you go check it, look at Tony Romo's regular season numbers. He's a regular season god. I promise
Yeah,
he
for
was.
sure.
He was. So I about to say people like that can at least be borderline or get in. He's not a first ballot, so he probably won't get in until we fucking 38 or something like that. But to say Eli, whose stats are still good, they're above, above average. The average starting quarterback, they're above the average starting quarterback. But he also got two Super Bowls against the two most elite teams or defenses in almost NFL history, or at least in the last 25 years.
I gotta be honest. If Eli squeaks in, if Eli does make it to the Hall of Fame, he's gonna squeak in.
Yeah.
And I feel like Eli Manning gonna set the standard for mediocrity in QBs making it to like the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
If Eli Manning makes it in, I don't see Tony Romo getting in.
All right, Philip Rivers. Is Philip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt Ryan.
Yeah, but Matt, see, that's what I'm saying. Guys like Matt Ryan got crazy, like regular season stats. Like you just can't forget
Matt
about.
Ryan does matter. Yeah.
All right, John Elway's a Hall of Famer, but he has 6,000 less.
Right?
No Super Bowls.
No, Elway got Super Bowls.
No, he has Super Bowls, but he has 6,000 less passing yards. Warren Moon, I'm pretty sure, is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I could be wrong though. Matthew Stafford, Hall of Famer.
But then look at the time period too, though, bro. Like, I think they do take that into account that we.
Yeah, it was a different game.
50 times a game.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, he could be like one of those last ballot guys, but I don't see it happening just off the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you remember how Shannon Sharp? You know how Shannon Sharp brother just got in, but it took so long.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be for Eli. And that Sharp brother the Sharp big brother, his career got cut short. So, kind of was above, under average of the Hall of Fame wide receivers, but he got in just off the strength of within that time he accomplished this.
Sure.
Eli really was going to get in off the strength of two Super Bowls, and he was above average.
And he's a Manning. Don't forget that. He's a Manning.
Facts and fame.
Yeah, but I mean, the Manning name is big, but it's not like why. That's not why Peyton got into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but look, big head without that Super Bowl still would have got in. And his numbers are crazy.
He has 71,000 passing yards, and he's all time on the list. He's third all time in touchdowns with 539. Like, those are big boy numbers.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? How many bowls he got?
He's got one.
Just one, and look, that was a pity. NFL set that up. Cam Newton up.
He eclipses everybody. Has Brett Favre gotten in the Hall of Fame yet?
No, I don't know. But Brett Favre definitely goes. Look, and Brett Favre is going to get in.
He is.
Yeah, he got his jacket in between that Mississippi stuff.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do remember because of his speech and everything. I think he announced he was sick and all that. Forget Brett Favre. I used to love Brett Favre until I got older.
We're waiting on a couple more people to join. It's gonna be interesting. Today we got a lot to discuss, and we're gonna be cutting up. We got trivia on the back end where you guys have given me some numbers, and I divided you into teams by your numbers. I'm gonna explain again when everybody gets in here, but pretty much it's gonna be 2 teams. Everybody's gonna turn their cameras off except for the 2 people who are going at the time. There's gonna be a design order. Say for instance, it's Philip and Ramel, and Philip is saying blue is the color of the day, and Ramel is saying red is the color of the day. Now, if the color of the day is red, Philip goes down and John goes up. Ramel stays, right? So those are the 2 teams. Does that make sense? So when Philip goes down and John goes up, Philip's camera is going to turn off, John's camera is going to turn on, and Ramel is going to stay for as many as he gets right. The winning team, right? So one person can backpack the team, you know? But everyone's going to have a chance to be a savior for their team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So right now we have DC. You want to go by DC or you want to go by Daniel?
Either one's fine.
All right, we got Daniel. We got Matty Ice. We got Big Solomon, Salamander. We got CJ, Mr. Cam. And then we have Byron, Fish Scale. You want to go by Byron? Or you want to go by Fish?
The same thing that's showing up, man. Fish Scale, folks. Call that.
All right. What's going on to all the Twitch viewers? Remember, if you guys can spread the love, I am going to stay out of it today. I think we're going to have enough viewership compared to everyone's separate followings that I'm not going to do any judging today. I'm only going to do reading and letting you guys go at it and a little mediation. We're letting the comments dictate all of the choices to where it is completely unbiased, right? That's fair for everyone. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what's up? Oh, speaking of Philip, is he gonna be in the comments today, Daniel, or you don't know?
I actually haven't talked to my brother today.
Oh man. So Eli Manning is not a Hall of Fame quarterback, or he is. Just confirming from y'all's little take just now.
I would say looking
think
at it,
he
he's
is.
not a first ballot, but he could get in at the back end. I don't know. This 2 Super Bowls, I think, get him into it. I mean, looking at everything that he has, I could definitely see that being the case. But
he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback because, like, if you look out at football and everything he does with the NFL Network and all that, you know they give love to their guys and everyone over there, so that's going to be an automatic boost to help them out. So he'll for sure get in one day. He's just, I'm gonna predict maybe in the next 2-3 years.
When's he on the ballot for the first time?
Should be coming up.
He should already be eligible.
I think he missed
he's
it.
already eligible.
Yeah.
Like, he's eligible, he's just not first ballot. I can see him waiting like 4 or 5 years or whatever after his eligibility.
Yeah, no, I could agree with that. It's gonna. So I know how voting works in the MLB Hall of Fame voting. Is it the same concept in the NFL?
Pretty much, they get a group of people, they just vote on names, and it gets a consensus.
Well, we got somebody in the comments. Dominic Anderson said, "What's going on, everybody?"
Same
What's
stuff.
up,
Dom?
What up?
My pop said, "What's
good,
going
what's
on,
good?
y'all?" Hold on, we getting some
What's
what's ups in
good?
the chat. What's up, everybody?
What up?
Yes, sir. That man about to be good today for sure.
I think so too, man. We're about to get after it. So, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't, but y'all gonna have to work on something for me, and I'm gonna be a little cutthroat. On the weekends, you get 30 seconds a take. 30-second Sundays, 30-second Saturdays. I know that's difficult, and I know it's gonna be challenging the first couple rounds, but after a while, you get used to it. So every single conversation, we're going to start with one person. The person that starts never starts again, okay? Now, going over the conversations, you get 30 seconds to have your hoopla, and then I open up the floor for 2 minutes to where everyone can go at it. If it's good, if it's cooking, I ain't going in the kitchen when it's too hot. If it starts to die down, I'll go turn the burners off. Everybody got it? So as long as a debate is going, y'all can keep going at it. If it goes too redundant where one person says blue and they're not changing, one person says red and they're not changing, then we're going to leave it, right? And go on to the next thing, okay? So we have seven total topics to talk about today. One of them being the trivia on the back end, which will be our last portion. After the trivia, the last thing I like to do with everyone, I always give everyone a little bit of time at the end of the episode to give their floor to what they want to talk about. You can talk about Pokemon. You can talk about gambling. You can talk about comic books. Everyone's going to have a chance that is still here at the end to have whatever they want to talk about. So Solomon's used it in the past to talk about NHL. I've used it in the past to talk about the Yankees. Matt's used it in the past to talk about John Cena and WWE being healed, right? So, I mean, that's just something, you know? Of course, that's just examples, right? So everyone's going to have a chance to talk about something that you want if you stay the whole time. Everybody cool with that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I've clicked my thumb too many times against this phone, waiting for a response from anyone else. So now we're going to get rolling on what we have. So without further ado, I want to actually give everyone here an opportunity for a practice of 30 seconds by giving introductions to each of yourselves. It's enough of you to give yourselves the shine. So let's start with our top corner. Mr. Daniel Childs, go for it, man. 30 seconds. And
Hello,
by the way,
y'all.
all you're going to hear is me say time. All right? That's all it is. I think I've gotten that down the past couple episodes, okay? All right, go for it, man.
Okay, what up, everybody? My name is Daniel. Grew up a big baseball fan. Played collegiate baseball. The most sport right now I'm interested in is MLB, minor league baseball too. Just kind of because like I know like a lot of people that are playing, and I know personally that I played against some people that are currently playing. I'm a big NFL fan, big Aaron Rodgers lover. I think he's the GOAT over Brady. Solomon, I'm sorry. And obviously you can see go Washington. And that's pretty much all I got.
You got 4 seconds up. That's pretty good. Hey, good timing. Fish Scale 6, what's going on, man? Spit it out.
Yo, what up? Fish Scale 420. Army vet. Watch all the sports. I mostly follow the WNBA and the women's basketball. Basketball pure watching that way. I'm just a big Laker fan. Hate the Cowboys. And I'm just here for some laughs. Let's get it in, baby.
That was good.
Yeah.
You had about 10 seconds left. So just a little, so y'all get a feel for that 30 seconds. Matt, go ahead in 3, 2.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew. You'll probably be hearing Grayson call me Matty Ice, the little nickname. I'm a big sports person. I also finished up my first year of football coaching. So have a good experience with that. I'm a big Dallas fan. So Mavericks, Cowboys, Rangers. So you're going to hear me talk a lot about them. And we're just going to have a good time and everything.
It's good. You had about 10 seconds left. Good job, man.
You supposed to cut him when you said Cowboys.
Solomon, go ahead, man.
What's up, everybody? I'm Solomon, former collegiate baseball player, currently getting my master's in sports entertainment management. Residential Boston sports fan with everything that happens. love the MLB, follow that pretty highly. I pretty much follow just about every sport I can. So you're going to get your F1 and your NHL and your stuff like that. Those updates will kind of come from me for the most part. Soccer too. But I love sports. It's one of my passions, always has been. Just find a way to make it a career.
Time. Cam.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, shit, what's good, everybody? I'm Cam. I played football for 21 years. I played at the collegiate level. I played pro CFL. My favorite sports right now to discuss is basketball and, of course, football. I'm in the last year or whatnot, just because of the betting world, I've been getting into all different type of sports and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I just love discussing sports and other sports.
Time. Derek.
Hi guys, my name is Derek. I played football for 11 years and ran track for the same amount of time. I'm probably the most casual person here, so a lot of my takes are very internet popularity. But I do have a few things that I'm very into, football mostly. But yeah, and so most of my takes are going to be pretty mainstream.
Okay, you had about 4 seconds left just for a little fill of 30 seconds. So we got a couple guys saying that, I thought I'd be back in time, or I need a little bit more time. Give me a second. I'm coming home in a little bit. So we might have 3 or 4 more stragglers jumping in. But as we have it, I think it's pretty even based off what we have. So I'm going to say the numbers, and just to clarify, see if we have even teams. Was anyone 4, 6, 7, 16? I know, Cam, you were 17. Fish, you were 4. Okay. And then Solomon, Matt, Derek, all of y'all were in the 20s. Oh, y'all all here. Y'all whole team is here. Oh, that's coincidental. See, you guys didn't know who was on which teams. But, yeah. Okay.
We're responsible for our time management over here.
I feel like we deserve an extra 30 seconds.
I have no life.
Okay. So let's start off with something simple. Cavaliers, huge losing streak, 4 games, which is pretty big for them. Lakers, LeBron is back, and got turned upside down and DDT'd through concrete by Diddy and the boys. Someone give me a take on one of those two. What's worse right now, the way the Lakers looked against the Bulls or the Cavaliers' recent struggles?
I would love to do this one.
30
Obviously,
seconds.
It has to be the Lakers. It has to be the Lakers because we talked about it a few episodes ago about the Lakers are going to be a finals contender. Oh, the Lakers are going to be great. And I said it straight up. They're second round at most. So, as you've kind of seen the weaknesses that they're having, yeah, LeBron's back and everything. They're going to get back in a little chemistry and they'll get a little roll going, but it's just showing you that they're not ready yet. So, I think that's a lot worse than the Cavs right now. They're just on a small losing streak.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Cavs just because. One, everybody in the NBA loses to a weak team. I can show you Boston getting beat by 20 to a weak team this year. So the Lakers would be fine. The Cavs, they're doing exactly what we've seen last year. At the end of the year, when it's starting to get time to clutch up and play real basketball, to where everybody's for real digging in their bag each team each night, the Cavs all of a sudden start to fall off. And like I said, we seen this last year when they lost to
Time! 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Next man.
I probably agree with Cam. I think the Cavs sliding is a little bit more detrimental. You lose that number 1 seed in the East, and that road's a little bit harder. I think both are equally as bad, but I think the Cavs, it's more important for them to have that 1 seed versus having the 2 or anything else. Obviously, I don't think they can drop to 3, but Cavs need that 1 seed, and the Celtics are not going to let up off the gas like they're getting ready for postseason.
Yeah, I agree with them, man. Cavaliers losing these games looking bad because they ain't number 1, they ain't going to be streaking. LeBron just come back to get in game shape condition. We losing at Chicago, they ain't really too bad for the Lakers. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody saw the Lakers being this high.
No,
we lost them.
Basically, the only thing I gotta say about the Cavs is it's a lot. It's pretty easy to say y'all are headed towards somewhere whenever everything is going good, but everything good must come to an end. But I feel like this recent struggles of like the 4-game losing streak as well, like they needed. They're gonna tap back in. They're gonna lock back in. I think they'll figure everything out.
Solid. That whole thing was 2 minutes. That's great. Derek, do you have anything to say? That was perfect, guys.
No.
Great. Okay. So with that being said, looking at the standings right now, Boston creeping 4.55 games around. The West is still pretty tight in between 3 going on, I guess 2-3 going on down to about 8. With what's going on with Curry, that injury, do we see them as a locked-in playing team? Memphis, how they're playing? What do y'all? Let's lock in on the West right now. Who do y'all got in the Western Conference Finals? Somebody set me up.
I mean, I think the obvious pick is still OKC.
Two teams. Western Conference Finals, 2 teams.
Thunder. I think it's Thunder and Nuggets. I think that's probably where we end up going. Even though the Thunder have yet to really kind of prove, like they've had a great regular season. We have some questions coming into the playoffs. Nuggets are obviously pretty well set up with Joker as long as they're healthy. I just don't see the Thunder dropping the ball. I think they have a chance to really set themselves up for that Western Conference Final.
Good timing. Next.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with the Oklahoma City Thunder, but instead of saying the Nuggets, I want to go with the Warriors. I think Curry can get a little rhythm going and, get them some of the boys. I think Buddy Hill will play a huge part. And if they can get some consistency, they're one of the most dangerous teams when you look at the whole Western Conference. So I'm going to stay consistent with the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors to be the Western Conference Finals.
Good timing. Next.
I'm gonna go with you guys are so backwards. The Warriors are a threat, but the Lakers aren't. LOL. But I'm gonna go with the Lakers and the OKC Thunder. Like I said, the Thunder I think is everybody's lock. Lakers, some people believe in the hype, some people don't. I just can't wait to come back here and talk my ish. But yeah, Lakers and Thunder.
Yes, I got Thunder and I got Nuggets. I think there's 2 kinds of teams in sports. There is a regular season team and there is a playoff team. Nuggets are one of those. Thunder, I think they're a regular season team, but they're just still very young. I don't think they're going to get over the hump this year, but eventually in the next coming years. But I got the Nuggets coming out of the West.
You got to unmute your mic, Fish. There you go.
I got the Lakers and the Warriors in the Western Conference Final. Because Steph and Jimmy going to get it done. Everybody, all that, OKC, everybody going to slow them down and walk them down, play half court. I don't think OKC ready yet. Denver don't got enough.
Ooh. All right. Derek, do you have anything to add to this segment? Lakers in 5.
Nothing much besides our glorious king LeBron heading to the finals, and so.
Okay. So I'll open up the floor for 2 minutes and let you. Fish might have cooked. Ooh, okay. All right, here we go. I'm up on the floor for 2 minutes. Now remember, you only got a little bit of time, so it's okay to listen, but get your point across, okay? I'm up on the floor. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not even really arguing. I think Fish might have cooked. I forget that the Warriors are the low seed. And if you're going off what Matty Ice said, he believes the Warriors. That means OKC got to see the Warriors. Am I correct?
Really?
And if OKC got to see the Warriors, I think they're in trouble.
But we can't take Oklahoma City out of the Western Conference Finals. Like, let's remember, this team was the favorites in the Western Conference. They just played against a Mavs team that had their number, like, by the whole roster. That they had the Thunder's number. So that Mavs team is no longer a thing. No Luka, Kyrie's gone, Anthony Davis is injured. So I don't see who's going to really stop them if you don't. The only other team was the Timberwolves, and they're not the same Timberwolves team.
Let's not forget that if Golden State holds on to the 6th seed, they play the Nuggets in the first round. They don't play the OKC Thunder. OKC will play if the standings stay the way they are, the Clippers or the Timberwolves, right? So like, it's not like it's unfathomable. Like that's a tough matchup for the Warriors to play against the 7-game series against the Nuggets. Not that it's not doable, but Curry has to be healthy. If Curry's not healthy, there's just no way that the Warriors can get through the Nuggets, right? That's a tough card to draw to start out.
Not even that. Not only if he's not healthy, bro. If Curry's not on a crazy, amazing streak, the Warriors have no chance, bro. And unless Jimmy do the Miami Jimmy, which he has to control the ball more, which means less shots for Curry, it's not happening, bro. It's not. But like I said, I don't see it happening for OKC. They low-key got a tougher road just because of how everything played out this year as far as seeding. They got a tough number 1 road. You got to beat like you said, maybe the Timberwolves, and after that, you got to beat either OKC, you got to beat Warriors or somebody. So, like I said, Luka, the OKC stopper. Like I said, Dort Chambers, that stuff don't matter. He was hurt and still pulled out the series. Then you got a LeBron James as your number 2 instead of Kyrie Irving. Come on now. And then as your number 3, you got Austin Reeves instead of PJ Washington. Be real.
So,
Can I ask something?
no, sir. You should have had us up in that 2 minutes. That is the point of the 2-minute conversation. So, we got somebody in the comments that says, "What's up, Pa? What's up, Cash like that? What's going on, man? Cash got it. Cash got it." So, Cam, what was it that you? Oh, he seemed to have departed. But I heard him. I thought he brought something up about Kyrie Irving, and
He was saying that LeBron's Luka's number 2 instead of Kyrie.
Interesting. We're gonna put a pin in that and come back to that. Let's. So everybody has today's topics on your phone in the Discord, and going to our next topic. We didn't talk about the East. My bad, y'all. My fault. My bad. Going into the Eastern Conference. The Cavs, how they're playing, it seems like everyone here is unanimous in the fact that the Cavs definitely aren't a real threat. So does that change anything for how everyone sees the Eastern Conference? Matt, you've gone first already. Solomon, you've gone first already. So Daniel, Fish, Derek, Corey, one of y'all can start, and then anyone can jump in from there. Eastern Conference Finals, who y'all got? 2 teams. Bang it out.
I got the Celtics, and I would like to see the Knicks. I was a Knicks fanboy last season just because they were so interesting to watch. The Villanova boys was hooping. But I mean, I just think like the whole like Olympic thing with Sid and Jason Tatum, stuff like that. I just feel like the Celtics are out on a revenge tour, even though they just won it all last year.
Good timing. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't see it being anybody else other than the Cavs and the Celtics. Even with this recent 4-game skid from the Cavs, like they still match up well against the rest of the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if the Knicks will be able to figure it out. I don't think the Pacers are a threat. They might knock off like a Bucks or a Knicks team, but I don't think they get past the Cavs or the Celtics if they were to face them. The Bucks just can't put it together this season. Like there's no reason it shouldn't be a Cavs Celtics Eastern Conference Final. Like, there's just no way that either of those teams should drop the ball in that situation.
I mean, I'll throw in the Bucks because I know you were saying it's like they're not playing together really well, but again, I just have to keep on going back to like if you get Giannis and Damian Lillard, just if they could get hot at the right time, they're a very difficult team to go against. I want to believe in the Cavaliers, but they have to prove it. So right now, for my prediction, I'm going to go Bucks Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oof.
And I think it's just really in the Eastern Celtics versus the field, man. Bucks can't play no defense, stop nobody. We don't know which Cavaliers going to show up. We got Donovan Mitchell, who's the Jack Master. He might just want to shoot every shot during the 7-game series, and that could shoot them all the way out the doggone. It's just Boston versus the field in the East. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Boston stay healthy, I think walk through the East. And I hate to say that. Lakers.
Corey, Derek. Okay. I'll open it up for 2 minutes to let anyone who wants to differ say anything. But other than that, we'll slide on.
Hey, I want to tap back to that last topic about boy said Jimmy Butler control the ball. There's gonna be less shots for Steph. I don't believe in that because Jimmy passed at the double team. They might create more shots for Steph because Steph run out the ball in. So there might be an advantage for them. I just want to throw it in the air.
I get it, but I still want to focus on the Eastern Conference right now because that's a good conversation to have. The Western Conference is tied, but the Eastern Conference is more open, so it makes you really think that right now we all know the Celtics are the favorites. Everyone knows the Celtics. I want to believe in the Cavaliers. They have the talent. There's no question about that. They got a scorer, they got a second man, and they got a great defense, like two great bigs. So it's like, what can they do to just get over the hump? It's going to be consistency. That's why I personally am going with the Bucks because they at least have championship pedigree. They've been there before. So until the Cavaliers can just prove it, I have to go with the two teams that have probably the most experience when it comes to getting to the championship, at least in the Eastern Conference at the moment.
That Bucks roster that's right now don't got that experience that you think. That's not that roster that went.
The hard part with the Bucks is the fact that like they haven't changed their roster since they got bounced by the Pacers last season, right? If anything, they swapped out and put Kuzma in and lost Middleton, right? So Kuzma's not as good of a three-point shooter as Middleton is, and he's not that much of a better defender either. I would still prefer to have Middleton in that roster, but let's not forget they got bounced by Pacers roster who like got basically swept by the Celtics in the third round. So it's like, at this point, do the Bucks really have it? Like they haven't changed their team much, and you're just relying on two people to get it done, and they don't have the perimeter defenders to do it. We all know that the teams are going to show up against the Celtics. Like you're going to see the best performances from the players against the Celtics, and so it's like, can those players like Donovan Mitchell and Damian Lillard still rise to the occasion against the teams that aren't the Celtics, right? Because they're going to kind of coast, and that's when you kind of get into dangerous territory.
At the same time, Giannis was injured last season. Like he was dealing with quite a few injuries. He's not 100%. At the current moment, like he's still probably dealing with little things, but he's at least a better condition from the playoffs last year, I believe.
But if you let Giannis get his points and you just shut down Damian Lillard, what else do the Bucks have?
Nothing.
And I think teams are willing to allow that to happen. If you let Giannis get his fucking 30 points, go to the line 17 times, whatever the case is, as long as Damian Lillard doesn't score 30 points a night, what else do the Bucks have? Like nothing.
Time. Speaking of what else do the Bucks have, let's switch gears for a second. What else do the Bengals have? So I watched the Bengals give two receivers a whole lot of money that they clearly don't have as a franchise. And they just completely abandoned the biggest problem that they suffered last year, which was their defense, right? Them paying Joe Burrow that, like paying the boys for Joe Burrow, is that more of a thing to show that they really don't believe in Joe Burrow's ability to play with less competent players? Is Joe Burrow overrated because of that one Super Bowl run? Because he's always had a good team. Since he's been on TV, he's always had a good team. So what are y'all takes on Joe Burrow? Is he top 5? Where is he in the top 5? Don't say a top 5 because we're going to go into that in our next segment. But what are your takes about Joe Burrow and the Bengals franchise? Cam, go.
I'm about to say, yeah, Joe Burrow is definitely overrated and under-criticized. The guy got to one Super Bowl, and now we're holding him to a standard and that he's not lived up to. You know what I mean? Yes, last year he had those games at the end, the last 7 games, where he was going for 400 and 350 plus a game. But like I said, Joe Burrow, and that's showing, just like the critics, the team is showing it as well. Joe Burrow can't get it done if he doesn't have a loaded offensive weapons around him.
Time.
Like I said, they've underperformed.
Someone jump in.
The Bengals are an interesting one. I think that they have to address defense, but they've improved their offensive line drastically over the last 2 years. So I think that's a good portion of it. And I think that if you can allow Joe Burrow to keep throwing the rock and scoring points, I think the Bengals are willing to take those shootouts. It's just whether or not they can perform in the playoffs, right? I think that push they had at the end of the last season, that was good, but it was a little too late. So they need to get their feet underneath them early in the season to really
time.
I mean, Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback. Like, let's not put no questions about it. If the Bengals had a better record, he would have been MVP favorite with his stats and everything. So he's for sure an elite quarterback. That's not a question with him. It's just it's just right now what we've seen in the past with the old Saints teams after the Super Bowl run and everything is just great quarterback having great seasons, but why can they not get finishing 9-7, 9-8? Like that's
time. Daniel.
Yeah, I'm a Joey B believer. I don't think it was his problem. I know he didn't start off the strongest, but I mean, that defense was so horrible. It was tough to watch. But I'm a Joey B believer because he's done something not a lot of quarterbacks have done, and that's beat Patrick Mahomes when it matters.
Man, they shouldn't have gave all that money up because basically nothing next year. So I don't know if they spent all the money. If they're trying to win next year, they wouldn't have paid them boys. So basically they planning for something else down the road further than next year. Burrow gonna put the numbers up every year.
Someone in the comments said, hold on. Burrow can put up 80 points, but if the defense allows 81, how is it on Burrow? Before y'all answer, I will give Corey, Derek, one of y'all want to go for it? 30 seconds?
Yeah, I got to say, you can't just depend on offense all the time. Like, okay, you got offense, you're scoring, but you're letting the other team score. You can score, like he said in the comments. You letting them, we can score 80, but defense letting them score 81. Why does it matter? Why even score all the time and then you still lose? You need some help. It's not just an offensive game, it's an offensive and defensive game. And them just focusing on offense and just hope our defense steps up.
Time. Derek, anything you want to put on top of that? Nice. So
Yes. Hi. Sorry.
Go ahead, Derek.
I'm a huge Joe Burrow fan. Been following him since his LSU days. But I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's rated exactly where he needs to be. It's just like Fish said, this bar has been put on him to where it's unrealistic. I don't believe every season it's possible for him to make it to the Super Bowl. I think he's only human. He needs help. If the defense is lacking, you can't expect the quarterback to step up and, hop on defense. So.
All right. So I'm gonna say a couple things. This is how this is one of those things where guys first time, this is one of those moments where I'm gonna stir the pot and I'm gonna let y'all have at it. So we have people on both sides. So I'm gonna say a couple things. First thing, 5 seasons in the NFL. He has 1 win in the first 2 weeks in all 5 seasons. He is 1-9 in the first 2 weeks in his 5 seasons in the NFL. Now, when Tom Brady has the ball in his hands with 1:30 left in the game, how do you feel? When Patrick Mahomes gets the ball with 45 seconds and 2 timeouts, how do you feel? Peyton Manning, how do you feel? I can keep going on and on how do you feel. And the question is, the defense this, the defense that, but at the end of the day, you are the hero, you are the helm. You are the one that's going to get the MVP if y'all make it to the X, Y, and Z, right? So, in saying those things, opening up the floor for 2 minutes, Joe Burrow, is he or is he not one of the guys, the elites? Is he underrated? Is he overrated? Final takes, go for it.
See, like I said, I was ready. I jumped in. I like to use the word under criticized. Just like I listened to all you guys talk, Derek. He's only human. We don't ever say this thing about that guy in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. We don't ever say he's only human when he doesn't have nowhere near a Jamar Chase or a T. Higgins. But if you put him or give him those type of weapons, Lamar Jackson got at least 1 Super Bowl appearance, if not win. If you just give him an elite top 5 wide receiver like Joe Burrow has, but Joe Burrow not only has elite top 2 wide receiver, Jamar Chase, he has a top 15 wide receiver in T. Higgins as well. He's under criticized, man. You got the weapons. You had good enough.
Don't let him talk the whole time, y'all.
Yeah, hey, look,
Lamar Jackson. You wanted to bring up Lamar Jackson and everything. Well, guess what? Yeah, because Joe Burrow had the better offense. Yeah, and he proves it with the stats. But if we look at the defense,
stats don't mean nothing. What that scoreboard looking like?
We can't score 52 and the other team gets 53. That's the issue.
Hey guys, it is not a performance thing. It is a cap thing. Listen to me. Burrow screwed the Bengals over whenever he signed that big contract. The thing is that the reason why Brady won so many Super Bowls is because he found the formula. Take less, pay other guys more.
No. Hey, this is what it is.
That's what it is. Your defense is like there's a hole in your defense. Your secondary is non-existent. Go out, go sign some guys. Burrow, take less money, take a pay cut. He said he would take a pay cut to keep his guys. No, take a pay cut if you want some defense. That's what it is.
You can sign who you want.
The guy is under criticized, man.
Man said criticized. Man only won like one first weeks of all his seasons. Man, maybe he got doggone being too much Joe Cool in the offseason. Come back starting off losing like that. It might be too much being Joe Cool in the offseason.
I think it's just a failure from the front office. Like, there's no reason for you to be paying anybody that much money, right?
And that's what I'm saying. It's not Joe Burrow playing. He's getting like why he's getting the stats and everything. He's doing his thing out there.
That's why you were under criticized.
Time. Okay.
Yeah.
So
now I'm gonna jump to the screen.
Just like before, when we have debates like this and we have no answer, everybody's gonna get 30 seconds to say their last part, and then we move on to the next topic. Solomon, finish your take. 30 seconds.
I was just saying Joe Burrow deserves his money, and so does Jamar Chase, right? But paying a hell of a lot of money for T. Higgins was probably the mistake the front office made. You didn't have to pay him as much, and you could have gone out and got defensive pieces with some of that money. I understand you want to lock down your offense, but yeah, that defense definitely needs help, and paying T. Higgins the money that he got was too much.
Basically, I just want to say that anytime a quarterback signs a historic contract, usually like they reset the market anytime like a new quarterback is signed. It just sets back the team a few years. If you look at like the past couple Super Bowl winners, not named the Chiefs, they've all had complete teams. If you want a complete team, your quarterback has got to take less money.
Facts. And the only guy who was able to really just take way more money and they still win was Patrick Mahomes. You know Patrick Mahomes. Like I say, the guy is just under criticized. And it's the front office fault too. You go get a defensive piece. They could have definitely let T. Higgins go and found some defensive pieces for that. But like I say, Lamar Jackson takes the blame and Jamar Chase gets the front office pass. No, you have to perform, man. When I'm giving you this much money, I don't care what's on the other side of the ball. You should make it to where goddamn they got to be perfect on offense to beat us.
If I could add one more thing, if I'm the Bengals, I am telling Joe Burrow, take a slight pay cut. Let's go out and trade for Jair Alexander.
Fact, you can reconstruct that contract. Fact.
There you go.
But again, the conversation is about
just like the Chiefs did.
Underrated or is he overrated? Well, Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, so it's not like he's overrated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's properly rated as someone who is an elite quarterback, but he's just not elite enough.
And you see, like the Chiefs did, you see how the Chiefs just did that with Travis and Mahomes. They just restrict their contracts to get more cap room. Like, make it work, bro. You see what people are doing. If you want to win, you got to take a sacrifice. It's not a me team; it's a we team. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Wait. Everybody has their time. Fish, get your 30 seconds.
I ain't telling nobody to turn down no money. Front office is giving me that money, I'm going to take this money. The front office need to figure out what the hell they got to do. But Joe Cool don't put enough work in the offseason. That's my opinion because he always coming this motherfucker slow as hell to start off. He too much Joe Cool in the preseason, the offseason, man. Living it up. Got to be.
So people in the comments said the Super Bowl they went to, was it not because of the defense? Jalen Hurts didn't take money. However, Howie knows how to make it happen. 20 drafts in 2 years. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you got to remember with in regards to that comment, the Bengals have completely flip-flopped, right? They've gone from the worst offensive line and a good defense to now a better offensive line and a worse defense, right? So it's like you got to find a happy medium as a front office. They were ranked in the bottom 5 or 6 teams in terms of offensive line ratings 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in saying that, speaking of elite quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers. So looking at a, what did I say, 6-7 hour meeting that he had with, oh, Cam's not here. Let's start over. Aaron Rodgers. They had a 6-7 hour meeting with the Steelers, and the conversations went well, but nothing is confirmed. But they're headed in the quote unquote right direction. Aaron Rodgers, is he a needle mover for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is he a needle mover anywhere in the NFL anymore? Top 10, top 5, top 20. Where's Aaron Rodgers in terms of quarterback skills?
Aaron Rodgers is definitely top 10. Has he shown it? No. So I can't put him top 10. As an Aaron Rodgers believer, he's the best quarterback of all time, whether you can argue with your mom or not, but he is. It's just that he just went to a very shitty, he went to a really bad organization. No QB has done well with the Jets outside of Mark Sanchez, so that's saying something. It's not his fault. He just be put on like a good team and a chance to succeed. Is the Steelers the team to do it? No, because the Steelers are stuck in like their ways. That's why Mike Tomlin continues to just go and meet the bare minimum requirements to make the playoffs and not do anything with
Time. Matt.
I think Aaron Rodgers can be a game changer. I think he is a top 10 quarterback when it comes to just his skill. Like, if he goes to a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers, look what Russell Wilson did for the Steelers. He had a much better season than his time in Denver. Granted, if he stayed in Denver, he would have had Sean Payton. That would have helped. But Mike Tomlin will help Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is naturally good. He has a new weapon with DK and George Pickens. Like, that could be an interesting matchup with that great defense that they have.
It's hard to talk about Aaron Rodgers because when's the last time we've had an all-time great have a generational fall off? He was 22nd out of all the QBs. Drake May finished above him. Bo Nix finished above him. Dak Prescott finished above him. Tua finished above him. And sure, we can talk about, he didn't have this and he had that. He has one of the best receivers in the Jets in the NFL, right? And he couldn't make it work. So, like, if you're an all-time great, how do you have a generational fall off in the last 2 years like that? Like, obviously he blows out his Achilles, but you just can't. You can't have this conversation.
Fish.
I'm like, my man, I don't know what to say about Aaron Rodgers because we ain't seen him in the system. So, I mean, can't put him in no top 10 right now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I got him in the top 10. Could he help your team? Depends on what your team got. If you ain't got no running back, Aaron can't help you because he play action.
Good. Derek, Corey, one of y'all?
I would consider him 100%, but we're just looking at like a McQueen blowout type of deal. Like, he's just way past. Like, I just feel like he should have retired a few seasons ago. And that's all.
That's an interesting comparison. And wait a minute, hold on, whoa. So you have Lightning McQueen who has, he's like the guy, but he needs to find his way. You know what I mean? Right? And then he is like, no matter, even if he's at his best, he's still just not good enough compared to the newer talent. That's an interesting comparison for Aaron Rodgers. Cam, Aaron Rodgers, elite, not elite, top 5, top 10. Is he a needle mover for the Steelers if they can make that contract work? Show me something.
We're talking about as of now, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that was a little disrespectful, I thought. Yeah. Needle mover right now, no. I'm sorry, and I love him. Like, I love Aaron Rodgers, one of my top 3 favorite quarterbacks of all time. I just know when the wheels need to stop turning, they need to stop turning. Because you're only gonna, if any team's looking at it right now, you're only gonna get him for a year to 2 deal. I wanted him to go to the Steelers, but now that I'm looking at the Steelers, I'm just like, I mean, he can go there, but it's really a waste of time. Unless they have a quarterback they're trying to shape up, then they can be like a Jordan Love situation where he got Jordan Love playing. Jordan Love is his problem.
Time.
Aaron Rodgers ain't no mentor.
Jordan Love.
My bad. Look, I know you said time, but how can we say that? Jordan Love was behind Aaron Rodgers for what, 4 years?
Okay, I'll open it up.
Jordan
Go ahead.
Rodgers
Go for it. Go.
No, Jordan Love was behind Aaron Rodgers for 4 years. His first year, last year, when Jordan Love became the starter, he was a polished quarterback that went to the playoffs.
Yeah, but check this out.
Teams in the first year of being a starting quarterback.
That one interview, have you heard Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers helped so much in the QB room? He did this, that, and that, and that. You ain't heard nothing like that come out of this and been playing this football, man. Aaron Rodgers ain't coming nobody franchise try to teach nobody how to play this game. With that.
And look, it's fair to think that, but it's also fair. Jordan Love is his prodigy. They have gave him credit and everything for Jordan Love, and Jordan Love is a great representation. He literally does everything Aaron Rodgers used to do.
Here's the issue with Aaron Rodgers is the fact that he helped mentor Jordan Love because he didn't think he was going for his job. Aaron Rodgers thought for sure he was going to stay at Green Bay until he retired, and then Jordan Love was going to take over.
Yeah,
that's the only reason he did it. Because then he went to the Jets and he just totally said "fuck the QB room" and did his own thing, and it was a huge issue. Like that was the whole thing in the news cycle with Aaron Rodgers.
But there was no QB room in the Jets.
Yeah,
God, the Jets just got the organization from top to bottom.
If Aaron Rodgers in the QB room, ain't no damn.
Like the thing is that Aaron Rodgers, although he's so great, guys, y'all got to remember the Jets is just a terrible organization from head to toe before he even got there. That's not his fault. If he goes anywhere else, he succeeds.
Can we just think about this real quick? The reason why Jordan Love had to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for multiple years is because Aaron Rodgers was just that damn good. Like he couldn't get rid of him. They wanted to. You saw. Anytime the
That's why they drafted him. That's why they drafted him.
Yeah.
But they couldn't because guess what? He was winning MVPs. How did you get rid of the MVP quarterback?
Okay, what has Jordan Love done post?
You're learning from a guy who's been at the top and won it all. He's won it all. He's won MVPs. He won a Super Bowl. He's had the crazy regular season. We can talk about the postseasons. How is this guy look at the point in the NFL? This is not college kids. These are grown ass men. I'm not asking you to hold my hand, but Aaron Rodgers is at least not a dick. I mean, look, I was about to say a dick. He's at least not a bad person to be like, bro, I'm not gonna even tell you mechanics.
Okay, so look, the Jordan Love thing is confusing because I mean, where is Jordan Love now? What has he done since taking over for Aaron Rodgers? I mean, it's cute, but what has he done?
He hasn't started for very long. It's a small sample size.
He's only 2 years as a starter. This year he was banged up. Last year, his first year as a starter, as an NFL starter, he got to the playoffs. They were a plus 500 team. He beat the Cowboys and got to the second round of the playoffs.
You beat the Jets of the NFC.
And we can talk bad about the Cowboys all we want. They had a great defense that year. He beat them in Dallas. The number one defense in the NFL that year to be exact.
But at the same time, look, you just got upset about Joe Burrow getting paid, but you paid Jordan Love after 1 year.
I didn't say he was supposed to be paid. That have not came out of my list.
That's what the Packers are going on a downhill slump right now. And
yeah, but like, what are you supposed to do?
And
you gotta pay him.
Trying to get better, and Minnesota who's getting better.
Okay.
And it's Matt LaFleur, bro. Matt LaFleur is such a great coach. He knows how to shape up quarterbacks. Jordan Love they did the right thing as to give him the money.
Okay. All right.
How did the Packers get worse? They were injured this year and still basically made the playoffs.
And then all their
all right. We're gonna literally about to bring it right back up. Looking at the teams right now across the league, top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Who do you have? Obviously, there's an elite 4, but then there's one more, and some of y'all are acting like Jordan Love is a part of that. So, top 5 right now. What you got?
Can I give it?
One person at a time. One person at a time.
I mean, I'll start off.
Go ahead, Matt.
Go, Matty.
Okay, I got. Do you want a specific order? Or you just want me to list 5?
Specific order.
Oh no,
Okay.
just do 5.
If I'm in specific order, then number 1 if we're talking about right now, Lamar Jackson. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Joe Burrow. And to be honest with you, number 5, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I mean,
wait, stop. Everybody stop. Now look, until I say time, you can just sit there with your 5 and call it a day, or you can use that rest of that time to argue the rest of it, okay? So
you just want us to list that.
Yeah,
okay.
so right now you got 5 seconds left to argue the rest of your time, but do you just want to leave it like there and just wait for the...
I mean, I'll talk 5 seconds real quick.
Okay, go.
Jaden Daniels deserves to be that top 5 just for the fact that he took a horrible Washington Commanders team
Time.
to the playoffs and possible.
Yeah, I got nothing to argue. My list is the same as Matt's.
Well, my top 5. I got Patty Mahomes. 2, I got Lamar. 3, Josh Allen. 4, Joe Burrow. 5, even though it hurts me to say it, Jalen Hurts. I feel like I don't need to explain why that's my top 5, but I could dive into like the old Jalen Hurts. He won a ring and he looked good while doing it. He's playing with the Avengers though, so I kind of want to discredit him. Who would I put in like that top 5? I would really like to put Matthew Stafford. There's a couple guys I put in like that 5. That's probably a toss up, but
time. So someone in the comments said the freaking beating the Cowboys isn't saying much. So the freaking Super Bowl MVP is not a top 5? Come on. WTF ? For those who hasn't gone yet, Fish, you got something to say. Go for it.
Oh no, I'm telling man. Hey, but I'm with them. Lamar, Pat, got Josh Allen, Jalen Daniels, and I got Hurts in there myself.
So you don't have Joe Burrow in yours?
No.
Ooh.
Not me right now, man, because really it's about his availability. He hurts so much, so them boys be on the field more than that's why I got them higher than Burrow. Can't win with you if you ain't out there suiting up. So that's what
time. Cam?
Yep, I'm gonna go with them the same. I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna go with Pat Holmes second. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna trust but Josh Allen third. Fourth, I'm gonna go with I gotta go with Hurts. He just won the Super Bowl. And then fifth, that's when I'll put Joe Burrow, just because he's been hurt and everything. He's been to a Super Bowl, but the injury, the unavailability is part of the game. So unavailable and then underperformed.
Time. Corey, Derek, either of you have a 5?
My 5 is pretty much the same as yours.
Yeah, mine's pretty much the same like Cam's too. Nah.
Okay. And I'll open up for 2 minutes because I got a lot of shaking heads. Go for it.
Can I just say something about Jalen Hurts? If you switch Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels on the team,
Taylor, we know, man. Don't waste your breath. We know. He's playing with like his.
Because can we ask this real quick? Who's the best player on the Bills? Josh Allen, right? Best player on the Ravens? Lamar. Best player on the Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes. Best player on the Commanders? Jaden Daniels. Best player on the Eagles is not Jalen Hurts.
You can name 5 different people before him. I know.
I think my only issue with Jalen Hurts is the fact that as a quarterback, he threw for 3,600 yards. Obviously, he rushed for 800, so that puts him close. But if you look at all the other quarterbacks that are above him, all of them threw for 4,000 plus yards, right? So, like, obviously, he's always been a product. He's always been a product of his offense. I gotta disagree with what you're saying. He's always been a product of his offense.
No, yes, and I feel like I just feel like stats don't matter whenever you're a dual threat.
Like, look, Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback, but is he top 5? We're talking about elite.
Okay, wait. That's a great comparison. Wait. Hold on. Let's put a pin in it. I'm gonna give y'all time to think. Lamar Jackson is also a dual threat quarterback, probably the closest to of Jalen Hurts in terms of dual threat quarterback. You look at both of their numbers in the postseason as a dual threat quarterback, throwing the ball, running the ball, turnover to touchdown percentage. Jalen Hurts beats him in all those quadrants. So, I mean, ha all you want about Jalen Hurts isn't this, isn't that, or you could put Jesus Christ or any of the disciples behind their center and their line, and they do the same thing. But have they? What did Joe Burrow do in the Super Bowl? What has Lamar done in the playoffs? Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that, but Josh Allen needed to tush push more than Jalen Hurts did the last season to get his MVP that he really didn't even deserve. What can we have some better arguments right now? Come on. I'm gonna put some more time out there.
I mean, first off, the real argument is
nasty. I put him in my top 5 off of the rip of the Super Bowl. He's nasty compared to those other guys. He's nasty. One, he won the Super Bowl because he has Saquon Barkley, a great offensive line, a great tight end room, and a great wide receiver room. He's super stacked. If you give any of those quarterbacks that same exact offense, they win.
Who's the best quarterback? Who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Jalen Hurts without even AJ Brown, they almost was sending him out the door.
Cam, who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, and so we just had a talk about earlier with Eli Manning getting to the Hall of Fame for beating Tom Brady twice, right? Okay, his career. Right. Jalen Hurts has gone against Mahomes twice and outplayed him both times. Did he not?
Twice. You said because he outperformed Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl? How many times he won? Once.
1-1. No, but I'm saying that's the point. So if he is up there with Patrick Mahomes, if he's up there Patrick Mahomes in postseason, who is it to argue with anyone else, especially a rookie, that they're not top 5? What are we talking about right now?
Real quick, you want to bring up Eli Manning, like how we were talking about him. He beat Tom Brady twice. Once in Eli Manning's career, he was better than Philip Rivers.
Oh, zero. Never.
Let's talk about all the quarterbacks.
But doesn't make him a top 5 quarterback.
The best way to put it is if Jalen Hurts is on any other team,
he doesn't have success.
So he getting penalized because he got a good.
No, we're not penalizing him.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Listen.
We're just making you wear like you belong.
Jaden Daniels.
Y'all gotta rate it like this, bro. Without all those weapons, Jalen Hurts was literally about to be out the door for the Eagles that quick.
Okay. When you
Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson are all also 1,000 rushing yard quarterbacks, including they've also are throwing above 4,000 passing yards. Jalen Hurts is only throwing for 3,600 yards in a season and rushing for 800. Right, so like he's 100%. If you take him anywhere else and put him on another team, he's not going to have the same success. Alabama.
He won't have, bro. Exactly. We all seen it. We've seen it. Without that crazy offensive team, when he just has a regular offense, he does not move the needle. Grayson Allen, your word, the needle move. He's not.
Hey, and I just want to add.
Oh, that sounds great.
After Hurts' first year of starting, they were already looking to replace him anyways.
Hey, that's what I said. Right. Exactly.
Why they stick with them? Why did they stick with them? Why did they cater an entire offense around him?
Well,
wait, what was the last thing you just said? It did what?
They were good enough to where they couldn't go get nobody in the draft, correct? So when you can't go get nobody in the draft,
and I believe
who they ain't getting in the draft?
They couldn't get nobody in the draft. They had just after Jalen Hurts' first season, they still were. What pick did they have the next year?
Because I've seen a lot of their recent draft picks do a lot of good things in Super Bowl. So they must have did some pretty good things in the draft.
A quarterback is completely different. A defense,
all their picks were on defense anyway.
Oh, so we're saying Dak Prescott is good enough to keep going too, because the Cowboys do good enough to not draft a quarterback.
No,
you said Dak Prescott. They should have been got rid of that. That's why people are still in the league.
Let's not even talk about the Cowboys issues.
Dak, I'm about to say Dak is nasty, bro. That's why. It's not even Dak is not nasty in the regular season, but it's time to go elsewhere. It's been time.
Yeah, he got.
That's what they problem with Romo. Romo, he's not nasty in the regular season. If y'all go look at Romo's numbers, they're not nasty. You can't say Romo sucks.
Who's the leader point?
Listen. Last take. So I'm gonna say something, and then everybody gets 30 seconds, and we're gonna move on. Okay. The last thing Daniel said was he got it done. They stuck with him, and it paid off. Okay. You look at how many people have stuck around from loyalty, and it never paid off. Lamar, I love that man. I post that man every time, every week, and I root for him with all success, but it has not paid off. Philip Rivers never paid off. Drew Brees got very lucky to have gotten paid off because Peyton Manning should have beat him. Actually, Brett Favre got cheated. But whatever. Sometimes fortune happens. Joe Burrow had an opportunity for it to happen, and it didn't. And they said, you know what? You need a line, so we're going to get you more line, and it has not paid off. I don't understand the fact, if you're looking at Jaden Daniels, his resume isn't big enough. That's great. That's like saying C.J. Stroud last year. But for Jalen Hurts to not being your top 5 when he's literally coming out being the MVP of the Super Bowl, everyone gets their 30 seconds. Daniel, go ahead.
I don't think Jaden Daniels is a top 5 QB yet. Because if you, and don't come fuck a Washington fan, guys, Cliff Kingsbury is just a master
quarterback guru.
Find the game for QBs. If you actually watch Washington early on through like the first 8 weeks, they ran a basic college offense. That's why anywhere like Cliff goes, QBs usually have success. It's because he dumbed down the game and he's ran a college offense that made it easy for Jaden Daniels. Now expect Jaden Daniels to take a big jump in year 2, where he's going to start throwing the ball downfield a whole lot more. Not saying he didn't do it like this year, but he's going to go through his reads.
Matt, go ahead.
again, I think Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. I'm comfortable with saying that. I just cannot put him as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Our top 4 is consistent, pretty much. It's just putting him at top 5 when, yeah, look, he won Super Bowl MVP, but let's be honest, Josh Sweat made a very good argument to win it. Jalen Hurts did not blitz because they didn't have the blitz Patrick Mahomes. They got pressure without it. Like, the defense won that game, not Jalen Hurts, to be honest.
Time.
The conversation is top quarterback, not top offense, right? If we're talking top offense, then Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, they're in the top 5 for sure. But we're just talking about off of talent and the ability to be a quarterback. And I think there are other talented quarterbacks who can do more in an offense than Jalen Hurts can, right? When you're looking at the other top 4 that we have, they do both things extremely well, right? If you're looking at both sides of the ball in terms of running and passing. And Jalen Hurts is just a product of his offense. And we're not talking about best offensive team, we're talking about best quarterbacks.
Time. Good timing.
All right, all right, top quarterbacks. Y'all all got to name all these top quarterbacks. And y'all got them top because they win and got the fact that there's somewhere in the equation. Because if that's the case, they don't have Dan Marino as no top quarterback, and he got numbers out the yin yang. So you can't downplay that Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl and make him not the top 5 quarterback because winning is what the whole game is about.
Cam.
Yep, and to go off fish, I mean, exactly. That's why I do have him in my top 5 over Jaden Daniels, just because you can't disrespect this football. You just can't disrespect a Super Bowl. You go as far as your quarterback takes you, and he took them there. Like I said, the defense really won them the game, but he took them there. You can't do it without a game manager. As far as talent, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 talent quarterback. Like, I would take talent-wise, Detroit quarterback over him. My bad, I can't think of his name right
Jared
now.
Goff. Time.
Yeah.
Time.
Sure, go.
Yeah, I'll take a prime Jared Goff over him. We get that in the offense.
Corey, Derek.
Bless your heart.
All right. That was a good one. That was good. I think that one's gonna get a little. It's gonna get some controversy for sure. Does anybody want to talk about March Madness? I will open up the floor for 2 minutes for any March Madness conversation, men or women's. Go for it. We'll use this time as like a intervention. If anybody needs to do any, water, anything, just 2 minutes. March Madness. Go for it.
I mean, TCU won their game today. It was actually a really good game. TCU took it all away. Louisville almost made a comeback, got to about 10, but TCU just showed their dominance, held off the lead for the last 8 minutes of the game. So they're going to be moving on. Right now, I have Ohio State versus Tennessee on for women's. Alabama is about to finish their game against. I forgot who they're going against. I have pulled back up the game, but they only have a little less than 2 minutes, so they're going to be moving on. And just overall, just getting really excited. Right now, I think the favorite's still Duke, but some big upsets and everything have already happened and all that. I still wish how do you pronounce it? McNeese?
Yeah.
University? I wish they got one more round and everything. I still can't believe that Banjo got a UIL deal. And he's going to follow the coach to NC State.
Hey, I got a little say about old Wade coming to NC State. Finna really mess with recruiting for us to Duke and North Carolina go, because Wade better than Daya and Hubert Davis. You finna see a lot of them top recruits in my area, because I live in Charlotte. You finna see a lot of these boys choose NC State over Duke and North Carolina. And he finna gonna switch a lot of the power around here.
I just don't think NC State's this a powerhouse just yet when it comes to Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina.
Yeah,
when it comes
because
to true star power.
NC State
connections.
NC State ain't never had nobody walking like where he cannot recruit Shire and Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis already about the door. I think he don't even. I won't be surprised if you hear them mutually part ways for the Peach Jam start.
All right. Y'all boys ready to keep it moving?
Yeah, I got nothing else to add.
My messages done went blue on somebody. I guess his phone died. I done got blocked. Dang, Chris. Tough. All right, let's start the next segment off hot. Looking at how college football is played compared to the NFL, specifically in terms of receivers and cornerbacks, receivers get a lot more leeway to use their hands, and so do the defenders. I see a lot more grabbing, a lot more jersey pulling, a lot more hand fighting. And if the receiver has the cornerback beat, the cornerback can just jump on him and tackle him. And he only gets a first down. Compared to the NFL, you can't touch after 5. You got pass interference, you got defensive holding where it's a spot penalty. Someone like Travis Hunter, will his game transcend best in the NFL as starting a receiver and spending a little time at DB, or starting at DB and then transitioning to receiver? I'll remind you, there was a player who was very intelligent, very fast, slender, and tall, Richard Sherman, who, if it wasn't for an injury, would have played both sides of the ball. Will his intellect be Travis Hunter's biggest, thumb up, or will it be his physical stature? Someone give me a take on Travis Hunter.
Well, I still think that Travis Hunter is going to be better at defense than he's going to be offense. If I'm a team high in the draft, I am drafting Travis Hunter as a cornerback. I'm not drafting him as a receiver. Can he play receiver and give me some reps? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like Deion Sanders did the same thing, especially when he played for the Cowboys. But finding a good corner is a lot harder than finding a good receiver. It just is. And especially with him wanting to have Deion Sanders still to be able to give him advice, help coach him up on the side and all that.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Don't worry, Sully. I'm gonna make mine quick. I think it just comes down to whatever team drafts and what they need. There's always a need for corners, and there's always a need for receivers. I think it just depends on what the team needs. That should depend on what he should play. That's just my opinion, though. You got it, Sully.
Patriots are supposed to draft him, or quote unquote, that's where everybody has Travis Hunter going. I think he's going to have a lot more success in the cornerback position. I think my biggest concern with him, though, is that the hits in the NFL add up a whole lot quicker than the hits in college do. And it's not the fact that he can play both ways, it's the fact of what's that wear and tear going to look like on him, and can you get a full season out of him doing both sides of the ball?
With my man, you got to think, well, here we get drafted to, who's going to be his quarterback? You don't need to put him at receiver if you ain't got no quarterback that can give him the ball and just let him hit for nothing. You got the doggone draft him as a DB, but that's just because of the money. The money play, though, he cheaper to get him as a DB, get him as a receiver too. No. He said he want to go as a wide receiver. He going after the bag.
That was a beautiful take. I want to say I haven't heard many people, even on a professional level, mention the fact that him getting signed as a DB primary would be less potential money in the long haul compared to being a receiver. And you're looking at the top picks in the draft, there's been a lot of rumors that the Giants are going to try to get him and later on go get somebody at quarterback and wait another year possibly, or draft a quarterback in later rounds. What do y'all feel about something like the Giants picking him up with Jameis Winston being their new quarterback?
I mean, he better run nothing but go routes. He better not run ball across the butt. I'll tell you that.
I'm still on the consensus that the Giants front office is lost right now. They don't really know what they want to do, and they're just trying to find a drop in the bucket that's just like the franchise changer. They have so many ways. They have so much work to go and do. Like, it's quarterback's not going to fix their issues. Travis Hunter's not going to fix their issues. They have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, well, it's more of just pick any problem. Literally just draft anybody. Anybody like they draft is going to help them out in whatever position like they need. They got so many issues.
I will say this for the Giants, though, that
give us some hope.
When it comes to the quarterbacks in this class, they can wait a year if they'd like to see how Jameis does, kind of like a little screw it type of thing. but they're the best team I think that would be a fit for Travis Hunter. Have him play defense, and they have someone on offense who could get the heavy load with Malik Neighbors. And then you can rotate Travis Hunter in on offense, so he can still get offensive reps, but he doesn't have to be the number one. He could be productive. He could be a great number two, even a three, if how often you rotate. But I think that would be probably the best team for his skill, like for his future. Plus, he likes the big lights and everything. He wants to show out.
Yeah. Switching gears a little bit. Opening day is Thursday. Okay, hold on now. We got Red Sox fans in the house. We got Braves fans in the house. We got Yankees fans in the house. We got Rangers fans in the house. We got Giants fans in the house. We got a lot of different sectors here. Give me your team and then give me one other team a rating. If you was doing like an MLB rating, where do you think your team is? Where do you think your team is? And then name another team. Go for it, Matt.
So, of course, my team is the Texas Rangers. And I might get a little confused with what the question's asking, but I would put the Rangers personally around. I'll put them around the Yankees in a way where, actually no, because I forgot Garrett Cole's injured. But I want to put them around the team, maybe like the Diamondbacks or someone where they're a good team, most likely going to be a playoff team. It's just, can they prove to be a championship team? Which we have in the past, but that was 2 years ago. Now we got a newer team, got newer people, and a little older at the same time. But hopefully Jacob deGrom comes back strong and we look really good.
Time. Daniel.
Yeah, so my team is the Rangers. The best way to put it is it just comes down to health. We got hit by the injury bug so bad. Like, I'm talking like Dallas Mavericks current injury bug. That's how bad it was last year. I think we still have a championship roster. DeGrom's coming back healthy. We signed Evaldi. Everybody else has some experience under their belt too. Like, I think it just comes down to health. The team comparison I'll put them around is like the Yankees, because the Yankees have built a complete team. So have we. Outside of our bullpen, still has a question mark. If we fix our bullpen around like the trade deadline, we'll be all right.
Go ahead, Fish.
Still not being the Dodgers though.
Fish.
So it really don't matter.
Well, it's gonna be hard to beat Dodgers. I'm a Braves. We're gonna be all right. We need arms though. Got to stay healthy. If we don't stay healthy, we ain't got no shot. So team that scared me over there is the Mets. And nobody really talk about them, but the Mets finna do something this year. And I hate to say that because they're in our division. They might keep us out the postseason.
Solomon.
Well, as a Red Sox fan, I kind of have them pinned to have 96 wins on the season. I think they can take the division from the Yankees or the Orioles. I think it's going to be close regardless. They added the pieces they're supposed to. Got to finally a right-handed bat, Alex Bregman, who plays historically well at Fenway Park. But if I had to pin another team, I think that's going to have a really, really good year. I'm going to have to go with the Tigers. I think the Tigers come out and win that division as well. They have the young talent, the young players. I don't think they can make it deeper on the playoffs, but we're going to finally see them in the playoffs again for the first time in a while.
Corey or Derek, have anything to say about the baseball?
I'm the Giants fan. And the only other team I really care about is the Dodgers. So, didn't have much to add.
Okay, someone in the comments
Not really a baseball fan.
Okay, that's fair. Someone in the comments said Yankees, no, they let Soto go. Yep, the Mets. And isn't Cole injured again? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees let Soto go, but they didn't let him go, but they lost Soto, but they got better without him. So
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think it was addition by subtraction. Cool, great job. We let Soto go, but he went to the Mets. It's the Mets.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is that like Yankees fans wanted to not like they wanted to see him go, but they were fine with seeing him leave to anywhere but the Mets. They were honestly, I've seen a lot of Yankees fans said they'd rather see him go to the Dodgers. It's that bad, but
me personally, as a Yankees fan, out of all the teams, there's one team that I didn't want to see him go to. It was the Red Sox or the Dodgers, and then the Mets. Mets third. But I will always treat the Mets like the little brother that they are. And so it's like the Mets can have the perfect roster. The Mets can have the perfect roster. And at the end of the day, I don't see them winning a thing, like, at all. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't think they have a chance this year. I think it's going to be fun to watch in the regular season. I love Smiley. I love Lindor. Maybe I'm hating a little bit, right? But I don't really care for the Mets. I think the Braves are better. I think the Phillies are better, and the Dodgers are light years ahead than both of them teams. All those teams.
Grayson, I just want to say you are living proof that you smoking some good stuff out there in Cali. Because I'm telling you, y'all are not better than the Phillies. You're not like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Yankees are better than the Phillies. The Yankees are better than the Braves. Even without Gerrit Cole being there, I feel like with Gerrit Cole being there, we were the only team that could compete hand in hand with the Dodgers. But right now, I don't think there's a team currently construed healthy with potential. There's not. I mean, the Rangers can put up 10 runs. They also can give it back up. I don't think that DeGrom's going to pitch more than, 15 games before his arm falls off again. And the rest of the team, their pitching staff is rather 40 or 15. So that's not going to work for the Rangers.
Hey, do we have time to debate this?
Go for it.
Okay, well, I mean, let's talk about all the Yankees issues. First off, y'all have, I think, one person that can actually hit for average. Outside of that, you got to rely on Cody Bellinger to have a good season. No. That's probably not going to happen. That was Carlos Rodon. He regressed.
Max Fried's our ace. Max Fried is our ace.
My bad. Max Fried, he's literally like y'all's only shining hope outside of Judge.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, 99, I got a lot of jerseys hanging up in my old apartment. And that 99 jersey I had up there, that one's going to be in the back of the closet for a long time. I am so hurt. Like, you don't even understand the amount of pain and disappointment I have from that man. I don't care if he bats 500 this year. Until I see him do something in the postseason, you'll never hear me talk about 99. So we can talk about the other 8 positions on the field, but I ain't talking about 99.
Hey, that's my thing.
So you do that's like my thing. Like the NFL do OJ, you ain't gonna say it's not.
Yeah, it's 99.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Grayson, you might not want to hear it, but I think the Red Sox will win a title before the Yankees do.
Not even like specific to the Yankees conversation, but everybody say it with me: what fucking wins championships? Pitching wins championships. And the issue with
bullpen.
With the Yankees, pitching in general across the board, the issue with the Yankees is that they do have a strong bullpen. But your starters are Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, and Carlos Carrasco. Right, Clark Schmidt also has an injury. I'm sure he'll be
Carrasco's solid, man. And Gil's coming back. Gil is coming back. Gil is coming back.
But here's the problem:
they four in this max.
In the American League East specifically, we're just talking about the Yankees. It's hard to drop games early in that division because you get behind the 8 ball really quick with how talented the AL East is. And if your starters, as the Yankees, can't give you depth and you get to that bullpen early enough, the Yankees have talent in the bullpen, but how often can you rely early on in the season before the All-Star break to actually get you wins, right? That's what I think remains to be seen. I think that's the biggest question with the Yankees, right?
Okay, that debate.
And you also got to rely on everybody being healthy.
No. Every team has to rely on everyone being healthy. That's not fair to say. Now, hold on.
Yeah. Some more than others.
No. I can't do that because you can say the same thing about the Diamondbacks. It was like they're the best scoring team ever, but they couldn't pitch, and the exact opposite for the Mariners.
Yeah, and the crazy part is they barely missed playoffs.
Yes, they missed it by 0.5 games, and that's what I'm trying to say. Look, you're talking about within the division is fine. That's the point. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. That was the point of them changing this to where every team plays every team a specific amount. that gets a chance for the Yankees to beat the dog piss out of the sorry teams in the AL and the NL and enjoy doing that and getting those wins. We don't have to play the Red Sox 40 times a year. Thank God. We only got to play them 30 times. I don't believe in the Orioles. Does anyone believe in the Orioles? No, they're cute. It's a bunch of white boys.
I
It's
do.
cute.
I believe in the Orioles to make a strong case into like the postseason.
Here's
but
All right,
the
bro.
problem with
So we're gonna have 3 teams in the postseason in our division.
hold on. The problem with the Orioles is the same concern I have with the Yankees is that they don't have the pitching. They lost Burns. Without Burns last year, the Orioles weren't honestly all that great. They have a great offense. They don't have the pitching to back it up, though.
Yeah, and they got a closer who's probably. You know what? Let's just go to the next segment. Why not?
Wait,
First,
wait. I just want to add one last thing.
Go ahead.
The reason why I think that the Red Sox will win a title before the Yankees do, because the Red Sox have a whole lot of money, and I see them signing Vladdy next year.
Stop.
I'm being so serious.
Stop. The Yankees literally did a 1-year rental with Goldschmidt for the. I've been saying how long I've been saying this in the group chat about the Yankees getting Vlad. I've been saying this for 3 years. We're getting Vlad when his contract's up. We have the money to sign him.
Vladdy, if Vladdy goes to New York, he's gonna go play with some other Dominicans in orange and blue.
All right, bro. Yeah, we're done talking. So going to the next conversation. First, last, somewhere in between. Every division in baseball. We can start with you, Daniel Childs. We can start with you. First, last, somewhere in between. We're gonna go through each division, and you're gonna tell me first, last, or somewhere in between. Okay?
Okay. Oh, you want me just like yap, or like were you gonna ask me directly?
Yeah, give them the teams of the division.
American League East. Tampa
American
Bay,
League East.
Toronto, New York, Boston.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you.
First, last, somewhere in between. You only gonna say 2 names pretty much. You're pretty much saying who's first and who's last.
Yankees first, Rays last.
Okay, so all that rah-rah you was doing just now, and then you put them first in the. All right. So the Rays last.
I like the Yankees lose. That's all it is.
Central, Twins, Royals, Tigers, Guardians, White Sox. First, last.
I got the Tigers winning it and the White Sox last. Oh man,
I believe in them this year.
The West, Houston, Texas, Seattle, A's, Angels. First, last, somewhere in the middle.
I got the Rangers in first and last place. I got the A's, even though the A's have actually slightly gotten better, not by much. I think the Angels have made enough moves to go from 5th place to 4th place.
The NL East, Marlins, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, and the Braves.
Yeah, Phillies. And then last, National. Well, sorry, Marlins. Forgot. They got like a headless chicken running their organization.
Okay, I'll say Central last. West, Dodgers Diamondbacks.
Rocky Blast.
All right. Central, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Reds, Brewers, Cubs.
Literally any team that could put together just a 5-game winning streak will win that. But
no, you can't do that.
Honestly, I got the Cubs being in first and last place. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I see them trading away Arenado whenever he lifts that no trade clause, possibly becoming a. No, he doesn't want to become a Yankee. I don't know. I don't know what the Cardinals are doing. But shout out Jimmy Crooks. I hope they call him up soon.
Shout out Jimmy Crooks.
Yeah.
Matt, go ahead. Let's go with you, man.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. American League East, Tampa Bay, Toronto, New York, Boston, Baltimore.
I'm gonna go. I'll say the Yankees will be first, and in last place, I'm gonna go. I don't know why. Part of me wants to say Toronto, but I'm gonna go Tampa Bay.
Okay. Twins, Royals, Tigers, Guardians, White Sox.
I'm gonna go the Guardians to win. I don't know why, and then White Sox last.
Okay. Houston, Rangers, Seattle, Athletics, Angels.
Rangers first, Astros last. Nah, it'll be the A's last.
Okay. Marlins, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, Braves.
I'm gonna go to Braves first and the Nationals last.
Cardinals. I said that one for last. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Giants, Padres.
I'm gonna go the Dodgers and Rockies last.
Cardinals, Pittsburgh, Reds, Brewers, Cubs.
Oh,
First, last, somewhere in between.
Say that teams again.
Cardinals, Pirates,
I'm gonna go with
Reds,
them. I'm gonna go with
Brewers,
them last.
Cubs.
I'm gonna go Cardinals last, and I don't know why I want to say the Brewers first. I like the Brewers.
All right, that's it. Fish.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's start you off in the NL. Nah, just kidding. Do the same order as everybody. Same order as everybody else. Tampa Bay, Toronto, New York, Boston, Baltimore.
I think Baltimore gonna take first in that one. Bay gonna be last. Yankees ain't got that warm to start them off.
You said who's last?
Tampa Bay, the Rays.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, I thought I heard Yankees. All right.
No,
Twins.
I say Baltimore gonna win it because Yankees without getting.
Yeah. Twins, Royals, Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago.
Guardians first place. Chicago last.
Houston, Texas, Seattle, A's, Angels.
Texas first, Seattle last.
That's interesting. I like that take. Mariners, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, A's.
A's don't play with the Phillies, do they?
Braves.
Oh, see, told me. We going first. Nationals gonna be last.
Dodgers, Arizona, Colorado. Can we just sim that? Is everybody gonna do Dodgers, Rockies?
That's
okay.
unanimous.
Dodgers, Rockies. Okay, and then St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Reds, Milwaukee, Cubs.
I'm gonna throw Cincinnati up there. I think Cincinnati gonna get it this year. I think last place. I'm just biased. I don't like the Cubs.
Okay. Solomon.
I got it pulled up. American League East will go Red Sox win the division, and I think the Blue Jays finish last. American League Central, I got the Tigers winning it, and the White Sox are awful, so they'll be in last. American League West, I think that division is so wide open, so I think the A's can win the division, and I think the Angels will finish last. National League East, I got the Braves in first. The Marlins, being the feeder team to the Yankees, are going to trade away Alcantara, and they're going to finish last. National League West, obviously, it's the Dodgers and the Rockies are last. In the Central, I got the Brewers finishing first and the Cardinals finishing last.
Derek or Corey, do either of y'all want to chime?
No, I am sadly out of my I'm out of my
jurisdiction.
Yeah, I'm out of my comfort.
It's okay. Zone. It's okay. We're about to wrap back around right now. So I got the Boston Red Sox, and I have the Tampa Bay Rays. I think Tampa Bay Rays and Toronto are gonna fight for last in that division. They're both gonna be terribly horrible. I think the Royals are gonna surprise, but they're still gonna wind up second. I got Detroit, and something with Cleveland is gonna throw me off for a woozy, but I don't think they're gonna finish last. The White Sox probably got the worst record in MLB. I think Houston has the worst record out of all of the West, closely trailed by the Angels. I think the A's now have something to play for with the franchise that believes in them and that will pay for them. So we're going to see some good baseball out of them. The Rangers are still going to be first by probably 7-10 games. Mariners can't hit the ball. Miami is going to dump. I agree, Solomon. Miami's going to dump. Yeah, they're going to be last by a long shot. And I actually see the Phillies winning that one. The Braves probably 3 games behind. And the Mets somewhere in between 80 and 85 wins, probably 87, 85 wins. I do think that division is going to be the only other division other than the West with someone with 95 plus wins. I think one of them, like the Phillies, Brett's made one of them's going to have 95 wins, and the Dodgers is going to be the only team over 100 wins. Dodgers, obviously. Colorado Rockies, obviously. And then I got the Cincinnati finishing last in that division. And I guess the Cubs by default, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Pirates somehow fall off as well. The Pirates are a weird organization, how they're built. I really don't know how to root for them. You know, they're fun to watch, but they're only fun to watch during the summertime because you don't respect them in the postseason and you don't respect them early on. So, I don't know. I'll open up the floor for 2 minutes where we transition sports.
Hey man, let's talk about this Angels stuff that was in the freaking chat.
Oh
earlier,
yeah.
What is this, bro? There's no way that. Go ahead.
Dude, they've actually made some moves, not
What
big moves.
What moves?
Okay, wait. Let me clarify. So in the chat earlier, someone said, "I think they'll do better and be better, but they won't be competing for a playoff spot. They might surprise a lot of people."
So basically what I was just saying is, like, they've actually made some decent moves. They signed Soler, which is a big power bat. And he just thrives playing in just terrible teams. I don't understand why. But yeah, I'm telling you, they and like their owner's actually a little bit more serious about how like they're gonna move about stuff like the future. For instance, he says that Rendon actually has to earn his contract now, which we know that's been arguably one of the worst contracts in all of sports. So that made me happy because I'm like, hey, if you gave a guy the bag and he's never healthy or anything, just cut him loose. Their owner is actually showing efforts and showing that he actually cares about winning. Even though he should have kept Ohtani or traded Ohtani for some prospects, it is what it is, but we're past that now. I'm telling you, their owner just seems he's a little bit more serious, and he's double downing on trying to become something one day.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's read off a couple of the people on their teams. And obviously, they're not eye openers, but they're eyebrow raisers, at least. Kyle Hendricks, solid. Ian Anderson, just traded for it, decent. We got Kikuchi, decent, right? You know, Ben Joyce, decent. Travis d'Arnaud, decent, right? Yohan Moncada, decent. Kevin Newman, decent, right? Like
they're actually like, I know all of like the guys that you're naming off right now. It's all guys that like popped off like 3-4 years ago. But they're like solid guys that could definitely have like a bounce back year. Like it's more of like a high risk or like low risk, high reward kind of team. So that's how like I see them. That's why I said what I said solely.
Here's my issue with the Angels, right? Once again, Anthony Rendon is not going to be playing again this season, right? He'll have now played under whatever the amount of game is over his contract that he just absolutely ripped off the Angels organization for. We don't know if Mike Trout can stay healthy, and when he has played so far the spring training, it's been right? They have hope in Shawnell and Ward, but
and Zach Neto.
Someone in the comments said Mike Trout.
Mike Trout has to stay healthy.
Mike Trout plays. Mike Trout plays 60 games max.
Well, he said that he was inspired from the MVP, the rankings list. If y'all remember.
Yeah, and sure, but again, I love Mike Trout. I really do, but he has yet to play a whole season. Like that's been the issue. But let's not forget the offense when it comes to the Angels. Their starting rotation is Kikuchi, Anderson, Soriano, Kyle Hendricks, and I don't even know who the other person is. Your ace and your opening day starter, by the way, has a career ERA of 4.57, followed up by your number 2 has a career ERA of 4.26. That rotation is not going to get you over the bump, right? Will they be somewhat competitive? Sure. I think they're not the White Sox by any means, but they just aren't going to challenge that division. They're going to get shut down by the Mariners pitching, whether the Mariners can score offense or not. I think the A's have a better offense. I think the Astros have a better offense and are in a better position when it comes to pitching. And I think the Rangers have a better offense and better pitching. Like, we're still looking at the Angels being last in that division.
Yeah.
So why do you feel like the A's are going to be, like, the A's don't have much promise either?
But they're not old. That's the thing.
Okay. they still have to roll out there and play, and they're not very good at that. They got three players. They got three players that are actually established, as in like we actually expect them to have good years.
Who's your three? Who's the three? Okay, Brett Rooker for sure.
It's Brett Rooker because he was an All-Star last year, and I think he had like 39 home runs. Then Lawrence Butler, he was a rookie last year, and he had I think he had like a 2020 season,
streaky,
and didn't even play like a full season. And then the last person, Luis Severino, who they threw the bag at just because they were desperate to just make a move. So,
okay, so what about Miguel Andujar, Gio Urshela, Urias? They got some hoopers over there, man. Skew, man. Come on, it's gonna be fun ball.
Here's the other difference between the A's and the Angels is the fact that the A's have three guys that can hit 30 bombs between Lawrence Butler, Brett Rooker, and Gio Urshela, if he has a good season, he's probably going to hit like 20, 25, right? You can't name anybody outside of possibly Soler having a crazy year on the Angels and Mike Trout being healthy. But like those are all ifs there. Like
Zach Neto.
Zach Neto's not going to hit 30 bombs for the Angels.
He's not going to hit 30 bombs, but he's going to give you about 22 to 25 bombs, and then
batted like
possibly 30 stolen bases.
He batted like 225 last year.
Dude, he wasn't bad last year.
He's a good defensive shortstop, but he's not anything crazy in terms of offense. Yeah. Batted 249 last year, 23 bombs. Like, that's in a mediocre offense. It's a good year for an Angels player because like they're a bad team. But I just don't see how. And the other thing you got to remember is that the A's are no longer playing in Oakland. They're playing in a minor league ballpark. Their offensive numbers are going to skyrocket.
So are the Rays.
That too. But the Rays, the Rays.
Anything you want to add on, Daniel? Final take.
I feel like solely sleeping on Zach Neto. I think he has a chance to become one of the best shortstops in like the league. Obviously not anytime soon. I think he still needs another 2 to 3 more years. But last year he hit 23 bombs and stole 30 bases. I don't think we could take that lightly. And he hit 250.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I'm not saying it's likely, but he's the only person on that team.
I mean, it's been like that for some time with Trout. But I'm telling you, they just look. Like I said, it's one of those like low ceiling, but could also have like a very low floor, high ceiling kind of players. That's all I'm saying. They could surprise somebody. Obviously, we expect all of them to do average, but they could very well surprise people.
Well, let's slide on to our next segment. This one is called Build-A-Bear. Well, it looks like we were going to have a couple more folks with us, but show must go on, so we're going to go what we have. Build-A-Bear. I'll explain to you how the game is played, and then we'll leave it to our commentators to have our winner. So, Build-A-Bear. The first one we're going to do NBA. You got a guard, forward, and a center. If they played center for one game, they are considered a center. Okay? Everybody got that? Now, you are going to build a team from anyone who has ever played the game, ever. You're going to build a team of your starting 5. And you are going to argue that starting 5 against everybody else's starting 5. This is when it gets hard. If Matthew was to say red, purple, blue, black, white, I can only say copy paste one time. So I'm going to copy paste red. Now I'm going to say red, indigo, purple, violet, green. So as the people go, you're only going to be able to copy and paste one person. So the later you go, the harder it is your pool to pick players from. Does everybody understand that? Mm-hmm. So this can get really hard really fast. Pause. But everybody take 2 seconds. This can get very challenging very fast. There we go. But it should be a lot of fun. Now, don't get defeated because your team kind of sounds like trash. Because I sat there and watched Matthew argue Hakeem Olajuwon against 6 people.
Good debate for that.
That was great. You earned that one, man. Oh man, you should have won that one. I'm sorry, man. So, Derek, let's start with you. Do you have 5, or you want to go to somebody else? Derek going once. Derek going twice.
Hello, my phone is tweaking out. I'm so sorry. Go to someone else. Go to someone else. Double back on me.
Okay, Corey, do you want to go first? Now, wait. Let me add something for a little bit of help. If someone has worn multiple jerseys, okay, so there's someone who has only worn one jersey his whole career. You can say his name. If someone has worn multiple jerseys, as in a different number or a different team, you have to be specific to that number or that team. I don't want to give anybody any help. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to cut you off if you mess up, right? I'm going to say, hey, be specific or pick someone else. Does everybody get that? Does everybody get the rules here?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. This is just more like a challenging thing to see if you know a little ball. So, Corey, go for it.
All right. You already know I'm still on first. Gotta say Michael Jordan at the point guard. All right. Point guard right there. And then
Corey, you got 45 seconds.
all right, then I'm gonna put Shaq at center. And then
Which Shaq?
Shaq 34 jersey. 34 for Lakers.
Thank you.
Lakers. And then I'm gonna go shooting guard. I'm gonna go LeBron James for the Cavs.
Young Cavs or old Cavs?
Young cat.
You have 13 seconds to get two
old
players.
Cavs. Old Cavs.
You have 10 seconds to get two
Cavs.
players.
All right, and then I got power forward, Draymond Green, and then I'll have to say,
Time.
damn, I couldn't get his name. Yes.
Say a name. First thing that comes to mind. Go for it.
I say Kobe for the shooting guard.
Okay, you have too many guards.
Well,
Okay, so
hey.
we'll go on to the next person. So we'll move. I'll come back to you. With you'll be able to pick from the remainders after everyone has gone. Who wants to go next? I know that was a little difficult, but we got it. Round 2, Matthew, go for it. Go.
Ready to go?
For my point guard, you can tell me if I can choose him or not, but second time LeBron James, Cleveland Cavalier.
Okay.
For shooting guard, I'm going to go ahead and go Kobe.
Which Kobe?
I'm going to go 24 Kobe. For small forward, I'm going to go... Oh, that's a tricky one. Actually, I'm going to skip small forward for a second. For power forward, I'm going to go Dirk Nowitzki. Prime Dirk.
Are you using your copy? I'm going to stop your time. Are you using your copy paste on the old Cleveland LeBron?
Yes.
Okay, go.
And then for center, I'm going to go Warriors. Actually. I'll go Warriors Wilt Chamberlain. And then, for going back to small forward,
Time.
Go ahead.
Say the first name that comes to mind.
Thunder's Kevin Durant.
Okay, so the Thunder's Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant. He didn't say it. If it's available at the end, you can have them. If it's not, then you have to pick from someone else. Who's going next?
I'll
Go ahead, Solomon.
At the one, I'm going to put Magic. At the small forward position, I'm going to put Miami LeBron. At the power forward position, I'll put Tim Duncan. At the center position, I'll put Bill Russell in there. And then at the 2, I'd probably say Allen Iverson.
Okay, you have 20 seconds. That was quick. You want to say?
Yeah.
You want to do
I
it?
got nothing else.
Okay, great.
Oh, hey, Grayson, I got a question. So whenever we copy and paste, does that have to be from the person right before us, or can
Anybody.
I from Matty Ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the fun part. Anybody, go for it.
Okay. I like to copy and paste. I believe it was Matty Ice that said Lakers Shaq 34. Was it?
That's Corey.
Was it you? Corey, sorry about that. Yeah, so I want to copy and paste Shaq like my center. Power forward, I am going to go KG. At my 3. I know somebody.
Which
chose
KG?
So can I choose a different?
Which KG?
KG. Celtics KG.
Okay.
Yes. And then at my 3. So can I choose a different Kevin Durant or ask
He hasn't been
somebody?
picked.
Huh?
That was if time presents itself. So you're good to pick him because.
Okay, I want Warriors KD.
Okay.
At my 2, I want James Harden, and then at my
Which James Harden?
Houston.
Okay, at your 1.
Yeah, and then 1 I want Kyrie.
Which Kyrie?
Cavs. Kyrie.
Boom. Solid.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was 45 seconds on the money. Fish.
Boom, copy and paste. Point.
Copy and paste who?
Magic Johnson at the point guard.
Got you.
Okay.
Shooting guard, I'm going Reggie Miller. Small forward, I'm going KG Minnesota.
Okay.
Power forward, Kemp. My center, I'm going Young Shaq from Orlando, too.
Ooh. Okay, who's at your 3?
KG from Minnesota.
Nice.
We played small forward with King.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
We
a
rebounding
solid
and we
call.
running y'all. Yeah. Y'all collapse too much. We're going to place.
Derek?
Magic on the move.
Hello. All righty. Number for the power forward, our glorious, the one and only LeBron James. Specifically, the 2017 3-1 comeback against the Warriors.
Okay, so you're using your copy paste on LeBron.
It's your time.
Jeremy Lin. Lin Sanity. Giannis at center. Shooting guard. Kobe. Any Kobe. 24. Right. And
You can't use 24. You can use 8 Kobe, though.
I'll use 8 Kobe. And save the best for last. How much time do I have?
You have 13 seconds.
13 seconds to introduce the greatest pick. It's so much better than
4
everybody
seconds.
else's. Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Time.
The Great White Hope.
Larry Legend.
Okay. So, someone in the comments said Magic at the point guard, 23 Jordan, Kevin Garnett, Timberwolves small forward, Tim Duncan power forward, Lakers Shaq center. That's pretty solid. Corey, you got one more player to pick from, and Kobe is gone, but you haven't used your copy paste. You were first to go. We're just gonna copy paste the old Kobe for you because you're not here.
Yeah, my stuff is acting stupid. My phone acting stupid too. But
Yeah.
I would have to say, all right, I have a guard, a regular guard, and I have small forward. I would say Kobe.
All right,
Definitely, I would say Kobe.
Matt KD from OKC is still there. Is that who you're going with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody's got their team. Now remember, matchups, certain type of offenses, you're the head coach. So don't argue, they play with Phil Jackson. No, you're the head coach. So how are you drawing up the teams to beat whoever? Okay? Call somebody out and say why your team will beat them. I'll open up the floor. I'll give this one 5.
I don't remember everyone's team, so y'all can call me out. I want to hear what y'all
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey. First thing I'm going to say is my team versus everybody, because guess what? I'll be the coach and I'll actually make James Harden, Kyrie, and KD actually work out. I know they didn't work out in real life, but I would make them work out. So that's
I'm
my
going
team.
to about defense.
Yeah, dude, they
I
play
got
no
Shaq and
defense
KD.
at all.
Magic
Yikes.
I got Shaq and I got KG and I got KD. No Diddy, but that's a lot of length.
You know who the shortest guy on my team is?
what are we
Is
talking about?
Kobe at 6'6". And my point guard is LeBron. So whoever has Magic as their point guard, guess what? I got a better version of Magic at my point guard.
That's
I give
cute.
you that. That's all.
I got Dirk Nowitzki as my power forward, prime Dirk, not just the 2011 championship Dirk. And
Sean
guess who
Kemp
his
gonna buy
center
this
is?
time.
One of the most athletic centers to ever play a game. So you got someone who's a little slower, but he can spread out the court, and you got someone who could just camp in the paint, help recover on defense. Oh,
Kemp gonna buy the dirt up on the block, post him up. He gonna be
not on Wilt. Not on Wilt. Wilt Chamberlain with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I got the young Shaq running up and down the court. I got young Shaq
Oh
from
yeah,
Orlando.
Shaq
I got
is
young Shaq
bullying
running down the court.
them.
I got an
I
Olympic
put
rebound
that on
team.
money. Shaq is
Every
bullying
rebound we get,
Shaq will bully him.
we out there going.
Wilt
And then
would tire him out.
Oklahoma City Thunder Kevin Durant. I picked him specifically because he played with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, so he knows how to fit in the system. I
Yeah,
could
but he
have
got
the Warriors one as well, but I wanted someone who could be a little bit more off ball.
I got Minnesota KG. 7 foot, we matching up with that KD shit. You know what I'm saying? KG played way more motion than KD, so we cancel that out. Okay? You have to handle me because I'm going to run you class. I got Reggie running around there everywhere, shooting everything, catching with the praying hands. And then we're going to guard y'all.
All I'm saying, I think I got the best defensive team with LeBron, Kobe, and Wilt, just right there. And then, but just also just adding the length of Dirk and KD.
Dirk.
Yeah, he's not going to just straight up just like lock down somebody. But guess what? He'll box somebody out, so there's going to be a rebound issue. He's going to spread out the court. He will put a hand up and get a little contest.
Be the one attacking like in the booty balls, but with block now, jumping out the gym. He drops them, putting that form across Dirk test, power him done. Dirk gonna be in foul trouble.
Anybody else want to argue that team?
Dirk gonna be in foul trouble.
I can't even hear what he said exactly because he was cutting out every other word.
I'm going to argue my team. My team getting buckets and they playing defense.
I mean, I heard Jeremy Lin and Allen Iverson.
Yeah, that one we're not even looking at.
Y'all are not going to count me out. Listen, Eric Bird.
Hey, I'm just saying, I got prime Kyrie. Ain't none of y'all players starting prime Kyrie.
Like,
what's that? Jeremy Lin on this.
Jeremy Lin, just because the Hornets Kobe.
All right.
Everybody tell you whoop your ass, you got Jeremy Lin.
All right, we're going to our second last segment of the day. We got Build-A-Bear with the NFL. We got the same amount of time. Quarterback, receiver, running back, one O-lineman, and a tight end. And then you're going to draft the defense. Cornerback, strong safety, free safety, middle linebacker, and a defensive lineman. You can use a copy-paste for one defender and one offense. You see how that works?
Okay, hold on. I already got a question. This is like a lot of people. So name the positions that we're drafting again. It's all the secondary and then one D lineman.
Yeah, so you got free safety, strong safety, cornerback.
Okay.
Middle linebacker.
1 corner or 2 corners?
1 corner.
Okay.
1 corner. Middle linebacker and 1 D lineman. So the D lineman and the offensive lineman is kind of like a timing thing. Like, what are you talking about? Your line, dude. My defensive line will get there so fast. Your quarterback doesn't have time to get to your receiver. Don't throw the ball to the receiver. Like my DB is gonna lock up your receiver for 2 seconds, and that's all I need for my defensive lineman to get past your offensive guy. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you kind of got no ball for this one. You got no ball.
Okay.
All right. So, seasoned people don't go first, right? Give a chance to people who are a little less stuff in their salad, you know? So
I'll attempt to go less.
Okay. I like that. Hold on, I like that.
Yeah. I just have to remember what everyone says before me, so I'm not trying to copy paste. So I'm
I mean, this is like a game where like you wanna finish last.
I don't know.
You want to go left, but I mean, shoot. Hey, I'll go first. I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, you want me to start on offense or defense?
Hold on 1 second. Stop me. You say you're stepping this one out?
Yeah. I don't know defensive side of the ball like that.
Okay, that's no worries, man. That's all good. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, you need to get now.
Do offense. Still do offense.
Did he mute his mic?
Yeah, he muted himself. Or you might.
Sorry about that. Are we good?
Yeah, go for
There
it.
you
Okay. Yeah. So first things first. Offense. QB. I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers. Right. Running back. I'm going to go with a prime Saquon or Saquon. I'm gonna go with Saquon. Receivers. Am I just getting one receiver or two?
It's all time. You get one receiver. Any person that you name is automatically gonna be their prime, so you don't have to waste your time saying prime.
Oh, okay, bet that works. I'm gonna go with as crazy as it sounds, I'm gonna go with CTE legend. Give me AB. Okay. And then do I need a lineman too?
One
Lineman. I'm gonna go with Trent Williams. Tight end, I'm gonna go with Gronk. Let's see. Am I done with the offense?
Yep.
All right, bet defense. I'm gonna start off with strong safety. Start off with Ed Reed. Got to. Might as well pair him up with Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Free safety. I'm gonna go with Minka Fitzpatrick. Corner. I'm gonna go with Darrell Revis. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my D lineman, I'm gonna go with AD, Aaron Donald.
Okay,
I think that's everybody, right?
Yeah, you're good. You got everybody. Good job.
All right,
Fish, go.
Yeah.
Job. All right. Quarterback, I'm going Joe Montana. Running back, Barry Sanders. Wide receiver, going you got Moss. Tight end, going Mark Bavaro. Yeah. O-line, I want Big Nate Newsom. Okay? So I want Big Nate. Defense, strong safety, I'm going to run a lot. Back, got to give me linebacker, Lawrence Taylor. Let me get Reggie White on my line. That's right.
Who was your cornerback and who was your free safety?
Prime. Deion Sanders at corner going run a lot. Well, I need one more safety. Let me see. Steve Atwater. Right. Hit us.
Yeah.
Everybody played pre new football rules. Oh my.
Yeah. Derek, Corey, are y'all both sitting this one out? Yes. All right. So,
no, I was going. All right. I was still going through. I said, I wanted to go last. I was going to go. I'm still trying to get some. I would have to say, going off the dome, I would put QB, Russell Wilson, running back, Marshawn Lynch, wide receiver, Jerry Rice, tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Okay. Let me see. Who else? O-line. I gotta say, what's his name's brother? Kelsey's brother. Yeah, Kelsey. Jason. D lineman. Oh, JJ Watt. Cornerback, I'll have to say, damn. Can I say Earl Thomas? No, that's not Earl Thomas. That's a cornerback. What's his name?
You can count him as your safety.
Yeah, safety. I'll say Earl Thomas for safety. Dang.
You got 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's all I can get right now off the dome.
You got a running back. Say a corner. Just say a random cornerback and another safety. First one that comes to mind. All right.
Devin Witherspoon. And safety, I don't really know.
You doing a Seahawks all-time team?
It really is.
Hey, boy, hey. Try to run the playback back. He say Russell Wilson make a meme out of what Daniel face was looking like when that boy said Russell Wilson. Boy, that's a meme. Boy.
Oh my God.
Boy, he said Russell Wilson. I said,
Okay.
Hey, he was cold when he first. Hey, stop playing with my dude, bro. That man was cold.
Bro.
Talking about.
Hey, that man had to screw this out.
Alright.
Hey,
Solomon, you
stop
trying to
playing
get a
with
list
him.
together real quick? You trying to draw one up as a
Okay.
My bad.
I'll give you an offensive side of the ball. I don't know I have much on defense, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, go for it.
QB, I'm gonna give you Tom Brady. I don't know if anybody said him yet.
Yeah.
Running back, I'll copy paste and go. I'll go Barry Sanders. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold that one off because I'm gonna go Randy Moss at the receiver position.
Got him too.
Running back. Ooh.
I don't mean to interrupt. Maryland just hit a game winner over Colorado State.
Yes, I watched.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Andrew
That's
just
why
texted
I
me.
might
Let's
go.
go.
Oh, running back, I'll go Adrian Peterson. Tight ends. Who's the tight end out of that was a Charger for the longest time?
Gates.
Daniel Gates.
Yes, I'll take Antonio Gates. I don't know anybody for offensive line. I have no idea there.
Michael Orr.
Defense side of the ball.
Michael Orr.
Yeah, that's
Get that big Trent. Get big Trent Jones.
Defense side of the ball, I'll go Brian Urlacher. Corner, I'll take Revis Island as one of my copy paste there.
Yeah, you just copied two.
One on defense, one on offense.
Yeah, one.
You get one on both.
Middle linebacker. Oh, dude. I'll take who's the guy out of Pittsburgh?
Ryan Shazier.
No, the other one. Polamalu.
Oh, Troy Palmer. That's a safety.
Oh, is he safety? He's on my. Yeah, okay, so I'll put him at my safety and at middle linebacker.
Yeah, Urlacher.
Who was the cat out of Carolina that was really good, but he always got injured?
Urlacher.
Urlacher. Say Urlacher already.
Yeah, Matt, go.
Oh,
Wait. Have you said? Hey, Matt, go after him.
Talking about Luke Kuechly out of Carolina.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Man, I've been going to his kickball game. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in before Matt goes really quick because
go right ahead.
Running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. Wide receiver, Ocho Cinco, because everybody's already said Randy Moss. Tight end, I'm a huge Aaron Hernandez fan, so I picked him. I don't know much about O-line. I thought it was like, which O-line do you want? And so that's what I started doing. So I don't have much for an O-line.
What team you went with? What year team O-line? I'm just curious. Tell me what you did. You picked 16.
I picked what was it? I think it was the Detroit Lions O-line. Sorry, I forgot my quarterback. Michael Vick. Don't care. He's my favorite player of all time. I don't care. So for my safeties, I got Tro Polamalu and Ronnie Lott. My middle linebacker was Ray Lewis. My cornerback was Charles Woodson. And for my defensive lineman, I picked Reggie White.
You got like 3 copies.
Yeah, and so
hey, bro, you love you some felons.
Listen,
boy.
You love you some felons.
There's a connection for a reason, man. You want that aggression? You want that ball?
Hey, you ain't lying, bro. Yeah.
Coach that team for the longest yard they got off the bus. You hear me?
I'm
That's what I'm saying. They got something to lose. This is all they got. Starving.
What happened? What 12?
I was waiting for Grayson.
That's what I mean when I 12. Hey, Solomon.
Yeah.
Solomon, man, you tell me a lot. Your basketball team, my football picks too.
Say it again.
So your basketball team, football picks too.
Yeah.
You must be over 40.
I got some names. I ain't got all the knowledge, especially when it comes to defense. Defense, I think, is a really hard portion. Like, you really got to know your stuff.
I mean, while we're going, 'cause I think all of y'all done, I could go ahead and go, but the only thing I'm going to ask for, I don't want to do no copy and paste.
All right.
So, with that being said, I might take a little bit more time, but I want to know who y'all pick so I don't pick them.
But I kind of remember, so I let you.
Yeah, so like quarterback. Who were the quarterbacks that were picking? I heard Tom Brady. I know Joe Montana.
What's that? Russell Wilson.
That was the one picking Russell Wilson, anyways.
They said Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The GOAT.
Okay, for my quarterback, then. Ooh, that makes it actually really tough. I'll go ahead and go Patrick Mahomes. Originally, I thought he was going to be off the board at this time. I was going to go Lamar. But I'll go Patrick Mahomes since I have him all-time a little higher. Okay, running backs. Who was chosen? I heard LT, Barry Sanders.
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
The other dude with Russell Wilson. I don't think he listened to running back.
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead for my running back, unless I don't think I heard his name. Walter Payton.
Oh.
Okay.
Sweetfoot.
Sweetness.
Mm-hmm. Receivers. I know, obviously, Moss. Who was long gone?
I said Ocho Cinco and
Jerry Rice.
That is.
My bad, y'all. What I miss?
I'm having them all tell me who they pick, so I don't do no copy and paste. I don't remember everybody. So far, quarterback and running back, I got Patrick Mahomes and Walter Payton. Wide receivers, I know Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Ocho Cinco, and I forgot who else is off the board for receivers.
Who the fourth one?
Randy Moss.
Yeah, we got two Randy Moss. You're right.
Well, y'all tell me if he's already gone or not. I'm going to go Megatron.
Okay.
He's not gone. You got him. Calvin Johnson.
Dang, he's not gone? That's crazy.
Yep.
Calvin Johnson.
And then for tight end, I'm going to go Jason Witten.
You got him too.
For my offensive lineman, I'm going to go Larry Allen.
You got him too.
And then free safety, I know he was put at strong safety, but I heard Ed Reed. For my free safety, because I don't think I heard him, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm going to put Charles Woodson.
Nah.
Got him.
Is it no or yeah, he's good?
You got him. Go ahead.
Got him because they got him at cornerback.
Strong safety. Here's a fun one. I always just loved him as a player, and if he was healthy, he would have been absolutely amazing. Ooh, there's actually two I could do. I'm gonna go to the one who is guaranteed like amazing. Bob Sanders.
Yeah.
I was originally going to do Sean Taylor, but Bob Sanders, he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. And then for corners, who's all gone in that list? That's the toughest one. I heard Revis. I imagine Primetime's gone.
Somebody else had Charles Wilson. Who you had at corner, Dane?
My corner was Revis.
Darrell Revis.
But I think Sully took him, or somebody took him.
Yeah, I copy-pasted.
Multiple people can copy-paste.
I had Dion.
You said you had Dion?
So it's wide open.
Because I don't want to copy-paste. I'm going to go Rod Woodson. And then for my linebacker, I know Ray Lewis is off the board. I heard TJ Watt, even though he's outside, but Lawrence Taylor's off. I was going to actually do him at defensive line, but I'm going to go for my linebacker. Oh, I heard Luke Kuechly's off. I'm going to go for my linebacker, Patrick Willis.
Tough.
And then for my defensive lineman, long, rich history. I'm going to go ahead and go with... Is J.J. Watt still on the board?
Nope.
Oh, he is or not?
He's not.
Good.
He's on Russell Wilson's team.
Oh, that's right.
He's on Russell Wilson.
Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp. Is Reggie White?
I got Reggie White.
Oh, then was Warren Sapp taken?
No.
Oh, then I got Warren Sapp.
Boom.
Look at that.
All right, 3 minutes on the board. and then open it up before going to trivia, and we'll call it episode.
I mean, for my team, since I'm the most recent one, I'll go first. I have a quarterback who can sling the rock to Calvin Johnson of all people, who has to get double teamed because he's a 4-3 guy. He could just zoom past you. And guess what? You're getting Walter Payton behind Larry Allen. If we decide to go to the edge, Jason Witten's going to hold up a strong edge. As well, he's going to be like a Travis Kelce type, where he's not the fastest, but he knows how to get open. My defense is full of people who will love to tackle, but at the same time who are smart and be at the right spots when they need to be. Especially Patrick Willis being in the middle of my field, be able to go sideline to sideline. Is one of the fastest players to be able to do that. As well as Warren Sapp just being my inside disruptor. No one's going to be able to run inside. Patrick Willis is going to be able to cover the outside, and no one's going to be able to get open when it comes to Bob Sanders and Charles Woodson in the back.
My defense is going to get the most unnecessary rough game. Do you hear me? My defense going to do that. None of these guys ain't playing the new rules today. We don't understand none of that lingo. Defensive, even none of that. So everybody getting hit, okay? My team ain't going to be good with what for the first series, though. So we good for one series. Defense, we out of there. That's the thing, too, about how we pick these players. A couple years old, you guys can tell how to have players, y'all. Some of my people that I know, I don't know if they can play y'all against because they won't be able to just rules.
I don't have to say, man. My defense is like, I got J.J. Watt right there at the edge, and then Clay Matthews right in the middle.
Team.
Yeah, you're going to be on defense long time with Russell Wilson as your player, so you got to go.
Yeah, I'm straight. In offense, Russell Wilson in the prime, running, looking for anybody open.
He's even the best quarterback in the NFL.
In his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I'm just saying, I got much argument on the defense side of the ball, but my offense is cooking everybody's. Tom Brady grew up in the hardest hitting era, played in the hardest hitting era, knows how to dissect defenses on a day-to-day basis. We all saw how the Randy Moss and Tom Brady era went in New England. And then you got AP in the backfield. We all saw what he could do to some hard-hitting defenses and just...
I never say, I ain't going to take no respect from Tom Brady. I can't let you sit there and say Tom Brady played in the hardest era of football.
Well, in fact, not the old days, but like we played against those Raven defenses that were just outside. Steelers too.
Couldn't hit them. They couldn't hit him though.
They couldn't get to him.
We can't say
they did sometimes. They
played in the hardest era of football.
No, not the hardest era. I'm talking about some of the hardest hitters on the defensive side of the ball.
But they couldn't hit him. Still, the rules are different. They couldn't hit him like that. So the rules are different. Like the rules are different. If you know the rules are different, you stand up straighter for a little longer. You'll stand up in the straighter for a little longer when you know the rules are different.
Okay? I'll say this. I can see our teams going against each other in the championship. I can see our teams being up in the championship. But at the same time, I feel like I have the pieces that would be able to make your team difficult.
For sure.
You can't run down the middle with Warren Sapp right there. You can't.
No, for sure. But Tom Brady thrives in defensive in hard situations and hard games. We've seen it time and time again. He's also the only quarterback to come down.
Charles Woodson is one of those players that always gave Tom Brady trouble. And Rod Woodson, prime Rod Woodson, is up there with Dion.
But Tom Brady always accomplished the impossible. That was what his career is built upon.
Yeah, but this is not. But Bill Belichick's not his head coach right now. And I'm not going to count 1 year of him winning in Tampa Bay with Bruce Arians.
All right. Y'all ready? So, it looks like our teams are going to be Daniel and Matt versus Fish, Solomon, and Corey. There are 5 tabs here. Okay. Basketball, football, and baseball. We're going to try to get through all these. So, since you two have 2 and you two have 3, you two are going to go first. Out of the order, whichever one of y'all wants to be first, that's fine. But remember, you get it wrong. And the next man goes, right? So, Daniel, you're going first.
Let's go.
All right. Daniel versus Fish. Straight down the line. Winner stays, loser goes.
Bet.
All right, Daniel. basketball, football, baseball, basketball, football. 1 through 500. Which one do you want?
Dude, I'll take baseball for 100.
Okay. Now listen. If you say the answer and it's not your turn, the other team automatically gets the points.
Okay.
Okay. Baseball for 100. What team is the oldest in the MLB?
Is it the Yankees?
No. Fish?
Ooh.
Can I keep guessing, or do I gotta wait for him to
Might be
answer?
the Chicago Cubs.
It's between the two of you to say the answer first.
Oh, okay. Red Sox.
No. Fish?
Braves.
Braves is correct.
So we got Milwaukee. Got some points that's solid.
I was trying to think in my head, and I was like, I don't know who it is.
I just had to think about all the ancient historical organization. But yeah,
the Blue Jays.
Hey.
But then I was like, no, they got Vladdy and they got Bichette.
Yep.
Hey, Grayson, am I out now?
Nope. So you're going down and Matt's going up. So you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now it's Matt and Fish.
Okay.
And then is Fish choosing since he won?
Yep.
Let me go with that basketball.
Remember, there's 2 basketballs for 100. So
Give me one of them. One of them.
what
Who won
team
that?
does LeBron James currently play for?
Oh man, thank you, Los Angeles Lakers.
All right.
Let me get another basket. Let me get basketball for 200,
For how much?
please. 200.
What team does Russell Westbrook play for?
The Denver Nuggets. Yeah. Let me get a basketball for 300, please.
Oh, it's back to me now?
No, he ain't got one wrong yet.
Yes.
Well, no, I meant because I lost the first one for the basketball, then I thought Daniel was representing us now.
Yes.
Then not back to me.
Yes.
But I got to get it wrong first. I got to get it
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Yeah, I have to wait for you to answer.
What team does Trae
Yeah.
Young play for?
Atlanta Hawks.
That's 300?
I'm saying.
I'm just reading what's on the board.
400, please.
Wait, real quick, time out. But baseball for 100, what's the oldest team in baseball?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Exactly. And me and Sully are the biggest baseball people here. We didn't even know that.
What team has the most NBA finals? What team has won the most NBA finals?
Oh, Boston Celtics. Say that shit.
This doesn't say that for some reason.
Boston got 18.
I think this is wrong. Because this says a different team. That's weird. Let me fact check that. Let me fact check that real quick.
Who you got, Matt? You got
What happened?
who won the most NBA finals? Thought it was Boston with 18.
If it's not Boston, which it should be, I will just go with Los Angeles.
Yeah, it should be Boston. It should be Boston. This says the Golden State Warriors. Oh, maybe want to throw this whole thing away.
Oh shit! All these answers wrong. Oh, this shit wrong.
All right, basketball for how much?
So it's on you, Matty.
No, you were right. It was Boston.
Oh, okay. Well, what we got next? Let me go to that basketball for 5. See what it is.
Who's the tallest player in the NBA?
Victor Wembanyama. Yes. Boom.
Matt?
It wasn't Victor?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't think I'll say Taco Falls. Is that who they're talking about? Is he even in the NBA?
Talking about Bobo.
No, I swear Victor's taller than Bobo.
We ain't right yet?
Boo Boo.
Mm-mm.
Jason Dias.
Philip? Well, I mean, y'all want to keep going back and forth?
Well,
Yeah.
so it's not Victor Wembanyama or Taco? Okay, so it's back to... Oh, you said
I said-
Bobo, right?
I said Boo Boo.
And it's not Bobo?
No.
Then Bobon.
No.
He in the league, you sure?
Yep.
I know who it is now.
Oh, I was gonna get it. Hey man, Gordon Jackson Hayes. Tell me who it is.
Matt?
I forgot he was totally in the NBA. Zach Edey.
Zach Edey.
Boom, got it. Good pick. But I forgot
Yeah,
all
we got
about it.
100. I'll take it.
Got it too. I forgot all about Zach. Zach been playing some good ball this year.
Yeah, so they did say
Easy,
that
brother.
Wemby grew. They did say Wemby grew, but technically right now listed Zach is 7'4" and Wemby's 7'3". So they might have it, Wemby's taller now, but technically Zach Edey's taller in terms of the listing. Matt, go for it. So Matt and Solomon.
So I'm going to do football for 100. The
What?
first football category.
What were NFL players required to wear in the games for the first time in 1943?
Real quick, before I even say this, look at the difference between the basketball and 100. But is it helmets?
Got the basketball who LeBron James played for.
What team does LeBron James play for?
Go again.
Football for 200.
How many years must a player play, then be retired to be eligible for Pro Football Hall of Fame?
4 years.
Solomon?
It's how many they play, and then the additional years they have to wait.
How many years do you have to wait till after?
Is it 5?
5.
Really? I swore it was 4.
I'll fact check it.
All right, what do we have? We have, I'll wait for you to fact check it.
Oh, it's changed.
At least 5 years. Solomon?
MLB for 2.
You got this, Daniel. I believe in you.
The most famous MLB player in 2018.
I'm gonna go with LeBron.
No. It's Solomon's turn first.
Oh,
2018.
He said,
Mike Trout.
can I guess now?
He guessed? No, it's not Mike Trout. Go.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, my fault. So yeah, you said 2018. 2018. I'm gonna go with Altuve.
No.
2018.
Aaron Judge.
Shohei out. I'm gonna put Shohei out there.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Who's
on
on
you.
top there?
It's on you, Solomon.
It's Shohei.
No.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go
Oh, I
with
know.
Kershaw.
I
No.
know who it is. Juan Soto.
Negative.
Oh, what?
2018.
I'm gonna go with Bryce Harper.
No.
Jacob DeGrom.
No. The most
Can
famous
we
MLB
get like
player
a
in
league
20...
or something?
Sure. I'll give you a hint.
Like currently?
I'll give you a hint. He has completely fallen off the face of the planet now. But he still
that
plays.
could be anybody. That's not a hint.
But he still plays.
I think I know.
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant is
Oh, Javi
correct.
Baez.
Oh, wow. What a shot.
Oh, Chris
I was
Bryant.
actually going to say Yasiel Puig.
Chris Bryant is correct. Daniel?
Good job, Daniel.
I'm gonna go. Well, I mean, I'm kind of scared to do MLB questions now. Give me like the lowest football.
Football for 100. Corey, you're up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the last team that Tom Brady played for?
The Bucks.
All right, Corey, you're down. Fish, you're up.
Dang.
Hey, yo, football for 200.
What team did Nick Foles play for?
The Eagles.
Yeah,
Drop the name all
that's
of
what
them
they
or
meant. No,
what?
that's what they meant. Super Bowl team.
Oh yeah, the Eagles. Football for
Solomon.
300.
Solomon, you're up. Football. Okay. What team won Super Bowl 39?
Damn. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
That is correct.
That's Solomon. I was gonna flip you off, but we're on camera. Okay. You know what? Hey, let's keep the ball rolling. Football for 400.
What team won the first Super Bowl?
Green Bay.
That is correct.
Oh my guys, I'm putting belt to ass. Come on. Hey, football for 500.
What team won Super Bowl 30?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
That is incorrect. And
I'm
we
gonna
are
go with the
now
Bills.
on Fish.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, was that the 49ers?
No.
Hey, was it the Bills?
No. Fish.
Was
Yeah,
it
no, they never
Washington?
won.
No.
You go too fast. Shit. What year that was? You 30. What Super Bowl
Can
we
I
on
take
now?
another guess?
It's
Super Bowl
on
we
Fish.
just had. Super Bowl we had now. 50. What number we on right now?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Dallas
4.
Cowboys.
That is correct.
Think back 20 years. Shit, God. Come on, guys.
I think that was the 1992 season.
All right, we got basketball for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, football for 3, 4, 5, and baseball 3, 4, 5. And then we're out of here.
That football style.
Football for 5?
Yeah, we going for it, baby. Let's go. South.
What
Gotta win,
record-setting quarterback was the NFL's 82nd draft pick in 1979?
Eagles for it.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Ooh. Wait for the South.
Who?
South.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Dan Fouts.
Negative.
South.
That is incorrect. Matt?
I feel like this is going to be way too. No, it is going to be way too early. There's no way it could be. Actually, I'm going to try it. Joe Montana.
That is correct.
It's the best.
Go for it.
About it.
And then, what is the other football options left?
300, 400.
Do 400.
Right now, Daniel, Matt, you guys have 2,300 points. Solomon, Corey, Fish, y'all have 1,800. It's pretty close. 400?
Mm-hmm.
What sportscaster posted an NFL coaching record of 103 wins, 22 losses, and 7 ties?
NFL sportscast with 7 ties. I'm going to try this and see how it goes. Jimmy Johnson?
Wrong. Solomon.
He's the coach, right?
Oh.
What sportscaster? What
Terry Bradshaw?
sportscaster posted an NFL coaching record of 103 wins, 22 losses, and 7 draws?
Joe Madden.
You said a different name before that.
I did.
What is the name you said before that?
It's Terry Bradshaw.
That is incorrect. Matthew?
Okay. John Madden.
That is correct. Sorry, Solomon. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You said it like, I gotta be fair.
I just thought he coached a lot longer than that many games.
Hey, man, that's what was on here.
John Manning. Coach that long. Oh.
Okay, then football for 300.
How many NFL teams are there?
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
9.
I think there's Trenta y Dos. Or no, Trenta Dos. 32.
Oh, okay. You being goofy, you got the wrong answer. Okay. Basketball 1 through 5. Baseball 3, 4, 5.
I do basketball 300.
Who won the most career NBA championships as a player?
Bill Russell.
That is correct.
Basketball for 400.
Who was the first NBA player to get a triple-double?
Who is this between?
Matt and Fish.
Okay.
So, I ain't know. I thought I was on Brad Solomon.
First triple double ever. Wilt Chamberlain.
Bill Russell.
That is incorrect.
Both of them are.
Yep.
Okay, Oscar Robertson.
Nope. This one's hard.
Can you phone a friend?
No. Because it gives y'all time to look it up. Okay. Are we waiving this one?
I mean, can we? If they don't know, can we like let like a team member?
Yeah, you can guess it. You can guess it, but no points because I could have given someone a chance to.
I don't know. I got no shit.
I was gonna take a guess to like Walt Frazier.
No, not Walt Frazier.
Okay.
Matt, your audio is messing up when you took the AirPod out. No, hello. Couldn't hear you. The correct answer was Andy.
I know it. I know it. Me and my grandpa just talked about it today. That's what's crazy.
Who is it?
It's Andy Phillip.
Yeah.
I've never heard that name in my life.
I never have. My grandpa was like, he was cold, but I was like, hey. Hey.
Yeah, he was cold.
So no one got it?
No one got it, and you pass it off.
Yeah.
So, Solomon, you get the pick. Go.
What we have left, we have MLB for 4 and 5,
MLB
right?
3, 4, 5. Basketball 1, 2, 5.
Give me MLB for 3.
That is the daily double. What team won the World Series in 1991? Daniel and
Toronto Blue Jays.
That is not correct.
I'm gonna go with the Twins.
That is correct.
Oh,
I was off by a year, bro.
That's why.
Oh,
baseball person.
I'm gonna get MLB for, is it 400?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
What team does Mike Trout play for?
Angels, bro. What are these questions? The first one was the Angels.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna win that one either way, but okay.
Hey, let me get MLB for 500.
What was the first MLB team? What is the difference? Oh, oldest in the first one. I don't know.
Wait,
man.
so what's the question? What's the first one?
Yeah, so the oldest is an organization, and this is the first actual like established team, which that is different.
Wait, like is it like their old name?
Yeah.
Is it like the Monarchs?
No, it's not the Monarchs. What was it, Corey? Fish.
This is gonna be tough.
Royals.
The what?
The Kansas City. It was
No.
Royals.
Y'all might as well just guess old names till you hit one.
Old names? I mean, is it like a current mascot for somewhere?
The team is still in the same city.
Is it the Cardinals?
No.
The White Sox.
No.
The A's?
No. All right. The final guess.
My last guess is gonna be, is it somewhere down south? Like, can we get like a hint?
I did. I gave you a hint. I said the team is still there.
Oh, the Mets.
The team was the Cincinnati Red Stockings. Corey, basketball, 1, 2, or 5?
Let's go for 5.
Okay. What player has the highest career PPG?
I'm trying to think.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And that's it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wrong.
You said team,
What?
right?
It says which player has the highest career PPG, but I'm a fact check it.
It gotta be Will Chamberlain because he averaged like 50 in the season.
Gotta be Wilt.
I'm gonna take a shot for it.
Go for it.
Could it be Michael Jordan?
It is Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Wilt Chamberlain. Wait. Wilt Chamberlain, 30.07. Michael Jordan, 30.1.
30 point.
Right.
So Wilt Chamberlain was 0.03 off.
Wow. That just proves MJ's the GOAT.
All right, basketball for 200 or 100?
200.
All right, that's the triple. No, that's all the ones we got here. Either way, what player scored the most points in one game? It's only 200.
And one game, I think I
10,
know this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kobe Bryant?
No, not Kobe Bryant. Daniel.
Will Chamberlain.
Oh my God.
Wilt
But there's
Chamberlain.
no footage.
But there's no footage, yeah. And the last one. Who won the most recent who won the most NBA Finals MVPs?
MVPs?
Mhm.
Oh, is it Michael Jordan?
It is.
Yeah. It is. It should be Michael Jordan.
Thank you all for joining us. We spent a little bit too much time. I am sorry, guys. Not going to have time this time to do the 2 minutes or whatever you wanted to talk about. I am so sorry. But if you join us for our next time, we can start off with 2 minutes or whatever you want to talk about. Thank you all for joining. Daniel, first time. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you're part of the team now. Fish, thank you. Hope you're part of the team now. Matt, my guy, thank you for being here. Solomon, as always, I appreciate you. Big Matt, Corey, I appreciate you, my guy. Daniel, Matt, y'all will get y'all
one last sign off. I just want to say, bring me some more competition next time, Grayson. I expect more from Sully. Maddie, I still don't know you too well, but you seem like you know your stuff to come with it next time. You know what I'm saying? The winner thing. You know what? If you get it, you get it. If not, don't worry about it.
He smelt the win coming, huh?
Oh, that man. Had a great kid.
I appreciate y'all, man. Daniel, Matt, y'all will get y'all's proceedings pretty soon. What'd you say, Fish?
Everybody stay safe out there, man. It's time.
Hey, man, y'all too.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, boys. Take care.